Hey, Shy Divine. Really good seeing you, baby. Good seeing you in the chat. Ready for this? See what whackness we're gonna see. We're gonna see some whackness today. Like I saw 4 police cars, literally 4 in this area alone. Like I was driving from here to downtown, and before I even got to Livingston and Parsons, like the Nationwide Children's Hospital, before I got there, I saw 4 of them. It's like 4 of them. And then they want you to feel safe. Oh, you should feel safe because we're all out here. Safe? You're all the ones putting out the rituals, killing people by the numbers. Safe. I mean, I'm not afraid of them either. I guess I still feel safe because they're not a threat to me. Guys, we're supposed to be a threat to these people. It's supposed to be the other way around. We outnumber them. If the police are a threat to you, that's an issue. It's like extra sunny today, so I probably can't see any chats until we get to the shade, but that's good. It needs to be extra sunny, even if it's manufactured. Well, if it's manufactured, then it's going to throw off the whole balance of everything, so that's not good, but I'd still rather take that than extreme cold because of their weather warfare. I wouldn't be surprised if the extra sun might be the worst of the two. I can just see that being a thing for a few reasons in my mind that I haven't really thought through, but this doesn't feel like abnormal, by the way. But I really do blame every weather instance on them. They're spraying in the sky every single fucking day. So, of course, you see it right up there. They're literally doing it right now. They're doing it right now. See, it's a plane flying. I hope you can see it. He's literally moving. They're spraying as we speak. Catching them red-handed, spray shit into the fucking air. Can you see this? Guys, I don't know if I'm even catching it, but it's to the left of this tree. So I'll zoom in. It's got to be here somewhere. I can see it. You guys can see it. It's right there. Come on, look at this shit. You see, it's moving. It's moving pretty fast. It's like an unidentified flying object spraying shit in the air. Because, yeah, sure, it's the government, like they all are, but you know what I mean. Getting my shit situated in my pocket. It's funny, I literally just said we're going to see some bullshit while we're out here, and it's the first thing we see is spraying chemicals in the air. Geoengineering. It's just a plane flying by. It's just contrails. These people are you gotta be so retarded to still believe something like that. Contrail? How are those contrails? Can't hear y'all. So y'all saw them. We're going to the Ohio State University to look for more things by the numbers there. Because it's summer school. This is my summer school course. Yeah, just for a disclaimer, I'm not a tenured professor there. I'm not employed by them directly or indirectly. I'm not in their system. And why would I be? I don't be in their fucking system. What, sacrificed by the numbers or some shit? But I'm going to go to their campus and teach you stuff that's more relevant than any of the bullshit they're showing you there. So that's what we're going to do. It's summer school at OSU, so it's a summer school. And I, as a tax-paying citizen, resident of the city, yes, I should have the right to go there and teach you shit. But I won't claim to be a professor there because I'm not gonna lie to you. And even if to be honest, if I was, I'd tell you the truth. I wouldn't lie to you that way either. But if I had to lie, I'd rather lie and tell you that I'm not a professor there. Why would I want to affiliate myself with that place in that way? No way. And sure, I could have started the stream when I'm up there, but I don't know. I wouldn't be there that long. If I'm there for a while, it's because there's students on the campus right now. So, guys, it's kind of funny. Like when it's nice out, it's a thing people don't really realize. I always forget when it's nice out. OSU's campus is usually empty. Like if you think about it, because it's empty from now And by empty, I mean like not as like, because there's gonna still be people there, but it's like summer classes and shit, or the people who are slow or for whatever reason they did internship. But like between now and August, it's gonna be like more empty, and since they make up like a lot of Columbus area over there, it's not gonna be as much people as before, which can be kind of good too, honestly. I mean, again, they're when there's nobody at all on that campus, it's kind of fun. Like I said, it's like a big skate. It becomes a giant skate park. It really does. There's no people in the way. There's no one to fuck with you or anything like that. All you need is a bowl there, and you literally have everything. They have stairs, they have rails, they have little ramps and shit. Plenty of those. They got kind of open spots. Like if you're a BMXer, OSU's campus is pretty dope. I'm sure really any college campus. You like a BMX or skateboard, fuck your science. As long as you're not like grinding on the rails in front of everybody, you know what I mean? Or in front of cameras and shit. You know? Oh, at least my phone didn't fucking screen didn't crack. To be fair, it's the first thing that's happened, and I kind of saw it coming. Loud and clear too. Thanks. Well, it does that excitement. Yeah, I hope no one's afraid for me. And when that happens, because my phone falls. That's the first time this has happened this year, though. Yeah. As long as my phone doesn't crack, I mean, the back is trash. I don't care about the cosmetics on my phone. Like, I give a fuck about that. I'm not so materialistic. You know, again, I like to have, not your shit just look shitty and crappy, but, shit happens. When you cry that my phone now has a scratch in the back, when it's always in the case anyway, so it really doesn't matter. If anything, if someone, steals my phone, it'd be easier to identify. Not that that'll happen either, but you never know. I'm gonna tighten this like really well. Oh, yeah, I didn't fall. My phone did. It was good cuts. That shouldn't happen again. Again, for the camera's sake, I don't care that it happens. I like how it happens because it looks cool on camera. So like, it's actually good for the stream. And then the old phone I had was a real piece of shit. Like I could give two. Like that one was already out the window. So that thing fell dozens of times. Every single time was a good time. And the screen never cracked. That's why, guys, when you see these people with these smashed screens, I'm really thinking it's like these iPhones. Like I'm thinking that they build iPhones to have crack screens easier, so you go to Apple Care and give them more money. Because that's when I usually see a cracked phone, it's like 90% of the time an iPhone. And I've dropped like my old Android had some cracks on it, right? But even then, it wasn't like the whole full screen shattered, spider web down the middle type shit. I've never had that. And I just dropped this phone. It fell off its case, so you can't say that, guys. I use cheap, flimsy silicone cases. They don't protect the screen like that. So like, it wasn't the case. This phone I have now, the screen is completely fine. It didn't break or crack. I do have this the screen protector I have on it is like, it came with the phone, and it's like for like scratches and shit, not cracks. So just, guys, again, what I'm trying to say is, they're lying to you. They're saying, we got this Gorilla Glass iPhone Apple edition. And no, I'm not here knocking, guys. I'm not making a debate, guys. I don't give a fuck if you have iPhone, Android. It's all divisive shit from the Jesuits. I'm just saying my observations. Like, they really, those phones cost so much money already, and then the glass is so bad, and then they want you to break it, so you go to Apple Care, or you spend a lot of money like an OtterBox or some shit that might not even work. I think I'm onto something with that, because why is it always iPhones that look like that? Now I can't stop thinking about it. I'm looking at the chat, so I'll move on. But damn. This has got to be a scam. Oh, it's good, Luxie. Did a 5-hour bike ride. Great day for you. Yeah, man. I'm glad it's good for you too, where you're at. And you can go, yeah, that sounds so much fun, man. Good. Get outside, be in nature, cover ground. I mean, that's to me the thing about biking is you cover ground, you see more. You still be out in nature, be outside, and it's just, I feel it's a lot less taxing on the body too. You know, against an extent. And there's it depends on how you're doing it, but it's fun. My mom said something interesting. My mom said she prefers walking because, and she's right about this. When you're walking, you go slower, so you're gonna take everything in more. Like you gotta look at a tree or an animal or something and kind of take it all in more because you're going slower. I can't argue against that. So it's like, why not both? You know, bike some days, walk some days. But anyways, let's go on a tangent. But good seeing you, Luxie, and someone else, brother Brandon D. Everyone else will just join too. I know a lot of people join. You know, me seeing the chat, but you know, I appreciate it, y'all being here, watching the chat, or watching the stream. I mean, and being in the chat. You know what I mean? And again, the fact that y'all come here means that you like the experience, you like hanging out in the chat, and you like seeing the stream at least. So the quality is not unbearable. You know, but. I mean, to me, I feel it's a good way to put out a stream to show things. We went to Dexter last time, so now we're going back to High Street. Of course, other times we'll go some other places, but also we haven't gone this route in a while. We haven't taken this way with McDonald's. Maybe we'll go to McDonald's again. You always talk about McDonald's. Again, I give them free advertisement too, which is sad. It is. It's really sad that someone watched my stream and say, because you know the publicity type of thing. If that applies to someone who watches this, I mean, yeah, you can do what you want if you're addicted to the taste of the food. Again, it's like me telling a cigarette smoker to like not smoke a cigarette tomorrow. Like, it's not that easy all the time. You know what I mean? So, of course, it's possible, but it's not gonna be easy. So I understand that. And I'm not making fun of anybody. I'm just saying, I'm trying to show you that McDonald's, especially again, all this fast food is not good. I'm not gonna say it, but McDonald's, man, again, like. If you're gonna eat fast food, this is my message. If you must eat fast food, why would you eat McDonald's? I just don't understand that. It's like the worst tasting one. That's the whole point. It's like I don't even know if it's the cheapest anymore. Like they cost about as much as the rest, and it doesn't taste good. So I'm like, it's got to be the chemicals. It's got to be some kind of like addictive, natural flavoring. Because you know that's what they are. They're just crazy chemicals. Check out Neo's video on that. Neo the Hacker on his channel. He mirrored a video. That shows you all about this, what they do. And it was from Dateline or CBS or 60, I think it was 60 Minutes actually. Yeah, 60 Minutes. I remember that one old guy was surprised they haven't sacrificed him yet. Unless they did, and I don't remember. But like, he was showing you all this, how they're in a lab making all these chemicals, calling them natural flavoring. I'm like, what the fuck, this is how you get it? And they literally said in the video, they're like, we want them to get addicted. Well, they didn't use that verbatim, but then the host says, oh, you mean you want them to get addicted to these flavors? Like, they pretty much said, yeah. And then the lady tried to like, the woman that was with them tried to rephrase it and say it in different words to make it seem like that's not what they mean, but it made it even more that way. I'm like, okay. They're rubbing it in. Because again, guys, the producers, the writers, like, they make sure they say what they want you to say. Like, that's, you have to understand with any show. They're not going to just say something that they don't want you to hear. And they love to put the truth in your face and shit like that. So the producers wanted them to say it just like that so they can let you know, we are getting you addicted to our food through our chemicals, our programming. They'll tell you, oh, eat this is healthy, and then you'll just be eating it. And then you might not be addicted to the taste, but you're addicted to because then you're eating shit with no nutrients in it. Your body just starts eating itself. So you're losing weight. You're like, oh, I'm losing weight. And then they want you addicted on that. And then you develop some kind of eating disorder. You might even know it. I mean, this is all part of the gang's plan. That's working well, and the McDonald's is part of that. Like, how many people go to Starbucks, which is owned by McDonald's? If it's not, then correct me, but I swear it is. How many people go to Starbucks thinking it's healthier than McDonald's, which is across the street? It's like, I mean, technically it's not. I can't see how Starbucks is healthier than anything. To me, Starbucks honestly might even be the most unhealthy. I mean, look what you get from there. It's probably been worse. Because sure, you can get a coffee at McDonald's, but it's not like everyone goes to McDonald's to get coffee. A lot of people do. Like a shit ton of people do. I know that, but right now, right, people in line at McDonald's now aren't fucking getting coffee. They're not getting caffeine and all this fake sweeteners and shit. I'm sure they get into the Coca-Cola, but it's not as much as a Bente. And they make you call it Bente. Oh, you better call it Bente. It's not a 20 ounce. You want a Bente? Like, what kind of pretentious ass bullshit is that? Like, again, I hate to use that phrase, but sorry, we're in fucking America. And I'm all for adapting and when in Rome, be in Rome, and I'm all for that. I'm all for even if you're in America, like if you're at a Mexican restaurant, a Mexican grocery store, trying to speak some Spanish, especially if you can speak it, I'm all for that. I'm just saying, like, a Starbucks in Ohio, how the fuck am I going to call it anything else than a 20 ounce? Sorry, I mean, is that all part of their programming? So I'm missing because I cannot see any of the chat. This actually kind of sucks. I just keep talking. I don't read any of the chat because it's so fucking bright. But then how can I complain? I like how it's so sunny outside. I'm really not complaining. What's good, Itachi? Hey, yeah, I read The Matrix. Good seeing you, man. Good seeing you, brother. Really good meeting you at OKC, man. And I really can't wait to NYC because I know you're gonna be there for sure. And I'm looking forward to meeting you again, man. Really good time. God bless you, brother. Shy Divine. Always nice seeing you, lovely. So here's a combo. I mean, it's the same thing every single time. Look at their menu. You probably can't read it though. Try the best. They might kick me out of this because this is definitely not safe. They could get sued. Because I will never. Why would I sue them if I get hit by a car? I'm not gonna do that, even if I don't like them. This guy spent $6.07 plus sacrifice 67. I probably caught the first time. Plus sacrifice 67. Plus sacrifice 67. He spent 607 here. What's that tell you? And again, I know it's organic, but still. Choose your chill. I guess it's just poisons. Sugar, salt, seed oils. It's just BS. Try the best from the bakery.
Welcome, McDonald's.
Hi, yeah, I'm still looking. You got any, what happened to your dollar menu? You only got one thing now on there? Because I used to have like a cheeseburger, a McChicken, a McDouble for $1. I don't want those. I just wanted those. Are those $1 still?
The McChicken?
Yeah.
It's like $1.39.
$1.39 for Main 139, America 139. Okay. Okay, maybe I'll come back later. I got to check my blood pressure and then stick myself with my insulin pump. But I'll be back. Yeah. Yeah, guys, let me check my blood pressure first because, talk to your doctor, talk to your doctor. Your doctor will set you up with a plan so you can go to McDonald's whenever you want. They'll give you pills. They'll give you, anyone with type 1. I'm not making fun of anyone with diabetes, but again, that's what happens to people in America. They eat this bullshit. They develop type 2. Sure, that's not the only way you can get it, but I'm just going to talk about those specific people. Drinking your Diet Cokes and shit. I mean, oh yeah, let me get my large Diet Coke with that. And again, $1.30. Again, inflation, obviously. I guess I was trying to show you what inflation's doing. Guys, that order, one of my really good friends, because I used to live with him in college, and this was literally his lunch like every day. A McChicken, a McDouble, and a large Diet Coke. Literally, I mean, if I bring it up with any of our other friends, like they'll get it. It's just like it's almost like an inside joke. McChicken, McDouble, large Diet Coke. This is literally his lunch like every day. And if you look at him again, the guy's thin. Again, that's what I'm saying. It's not about thin. Like when it comes to health, that can't be the only factor. You can't just look at someone, oh, he's thin, he must be in shape. No, it's like, bro, this guy's eating McChicken, McDouble, large Diet Coke, and he was always tired. He got sick a lot. Not really when I was living with him, but I remember before. But I'm sure he had that same eating habit from before. He got sick a lot, tired, lethargic. He was really chill though, so that's why you never really notice because he's like literally chilling. We're always smoking, chiefing, chilling. Maybe we're sipping on something. He's really cool, friendly, laid back. I still hang out with him. I mean, I don't live by him, but online and stuff, we'll play games and chill. So I'm still friends with him. good dude. But it just shows, like, and that might be the worst, because then they don't have the warning signs. Those are the people like, oh, how do you get like a heart attack at 30? I thought he was young and fit. And knock on wood, I don't want this for anybody, but $100 a burger. See, if they did that, everyone's gonna start crying. But people, what's gonna happen, guys? It's like the stock market. If McDonald's made their like quarter pounders $100, people will still buy them, and it'll be like not as many people, of course, but people will still buy them. They'll become a delicacy, and think about it, guys. I guarantee you, it'll be a big trend on TikTok, on Instagram. You have all the rich influencer people with their taking a selfie with their quarter pounder. Oh, I got my quarter pounder today. I had 100 just to blow on this in their Lambo. I mean, that's what it'll turn into. And it'll make these people want to eat a quarter pounder to look cool. I mean, this is how it works in this world. It might sound like a joke, but that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. Maybe let me see if I can turn on my brightness, because it could be the brightness on my phone. So I'm like, why is it? Let me see. Oh, that was part of it. That was a big part of it. Okay. Didn't help that much, but it helps enough. The sun. Burger King's made out of horse meat. I mean, if that's true, to me, it's not much of an issue. That's what they did. It's bad that they're lying to you, telling you it's beef and it's horse meat. But if you eat a cow, you eat a horse. I mean, you're eating some. You get less fat with a horse, so you're missing out on that. But I thought you were gonna say human meat, because I wouldn't be surprised in that either. I know a lot of people have been saying that with McDonald's. I mean, how do I disprove that or prove it without doing some lab test, like some lab experiments on it or something? But I'm not even concerned about the meat they use. I'm concerned about the shit they put in it, like the soy fillers, and then like what they feed those animals that they fucking put on there, and then how they like overcook it and burn it, just add more carcinogens to it, like the preservatives, and then they put the natural flavors in the meat to make you like want that particular meat more. It's just like that shit is why I don't like this stuff. Nope. Yeah, French people eat horse meat. Yeah, a lot of cultures eat horse meat. And there was one other thing about horse meat, but I don't remember it, so I'm not the wrong thing. There was something I heard about it, but I don't want to think the wrong thing. It was a good thing though. I've never had it before. I mean, knowingly, I've never knowingly had it. I could have had it with some Burger King or something at some point in my life, but I never knowingly had it. Nope. Mr. Boston, your butcher lives half a mile away. Well, you're lucky. You don't even walk there. That's good. Do you when Zach said about motorcycles, that will never leave my head now. He's like, he said that he thinks motorcycles are literally just like noise. I don't know the second word to use. Like, it's like a bunch of noise pollution, like noise. I don't even say the wrong word, but it's like a noise bomb or noise object or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I mean that's literally what they are. They just make a lot of fucking noise just so someone can look cool, and like he's like, look at me and my motorcycle. And think about it, if you're making all that noise, you think everyone's like, oh, look at this guy. No, they're like, this guy's fucking whatever. They can think whatever they want. I usually don't even think anything. I'm not gonna really judge someone just because they're on a motorcycle. But a lot of types of people are on those. It was good, Gertz. Good to see you, friend. Impossible Burger exactly equaling spinal meningitis. Maybe something, well, with all the toxins in there, it could easily cause something similar, if not that. It's funny because I was looking at the ingredients of that the other day, and it's just like everything in there is just unhealthy. I'm like, what is this? It's just like isolated proteins of like seeds and shit. I'm like, what? And then all these, vegetable oils and like their natural flavorings. I'm like, what? I've never eaten it, and maybe that's why they call it Impossible Burger, because it's impossible for your body to like detect it and digest it or something. It's your body's just like, what the fuck is this? Guys, when people say that stuff tastes like meat, they mean it tastes like the seasoning. Like, they make it taste like the seasonings and the type of charring you do to the meat. And then, of course, again, these people are smart. They're engineers, and they use their natural flavors. So with just those tools, you can literally make. Again, I understand. These people's taste buds are destroyed. When you're eating the standard American diet all day long, all you do is damage your taste buds. And that's what they want. So then you can't distinguish between like anything. You'll eat fake meat and say, oh, it tastes just like meat, because you don't know. And then you get brain damage too from your water and everything they make you drink. So you just drink 8 glasses a day after fluoridated of water. I mean, that's what they want. That's why my philosophy is just do the opposite of what they tell you. I mean, and then throw some common sense in there and you'll be okay. It's served me well. Because they want a nation of slaves who do not know what to do. Who don't know how to, who can't do anything for 2 weeks, eat the worst. Again, I don't mind the motorcycles. Like when I'm not streaming, especially, I don't care. They're cool. They're cool. That one's sick too. I don't know if you can see it. If you saw that bus, you saw them. Making the quality's not that good, but that guy in the dude in the back with the white looks like that one looks sick. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't hate. Can it be obnoxious and annoying? Of course. But maybe until I've lived in a city long enough where I'm sure if you live in the country your whole life, especially, you'd be like, fuck that. I understand. I mean, again, ideally, I want to live in the country. But at the same time, I don't regret. I mean, why would I regret? I don't regret anything. But why would I not want to live here? Look at all they can expose. Again, I am gonna just quote Mark Passio because he said it. Despite his affiliation, like one thing he said he kind of do want to be in the cities. If you're really trying to help humanity and wake them up and like get shit done, you kind of want to be in the cities to mobilize these people. Like we went to OKC, we're going to 9/11 New York, right? So like we don't go to the country area to try to wake people up. So I mean, I think there's a point there. So if I'm here, to me it's literally God put me here, for that purpose. And I have no plan on leaving. Again, if I wanted to leave, I'll just take a vacation, which can be as long as possible. It could be a year vacation. It doesn't matter. No reason to leave here. If I lived in Mexico, I'll look at Mexico as a potentially, decades-long vacation. Because I'd have no intention of coming back. But, if it got to that point, guys, it gets to that point, because I know, Ray was talking about it, exactly. Guys, why would I say no when they're starting to do that? Of course, I would like to be with them in Mexico. And like, it's not even worth, to me, it's not even worth me talking about, because I used to talk about this all the time. I was like, man, I keep saying the same thing, because it's like the answer is only yes. Like there's nothing to think about. Yeah, not yet. Yeah, I read The Matrix, bro. I can't wait. I've been looking forward to some of that for a long time. But yeah, man, I definitely link up there with you. I know Shai Divine will be there with us, and more people will just go on. I mean, I guess we need that, because again, and I've said this before too. It's like, I mean, guys, Mexico is also Mexico has cities. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I mean, I just said being a city. We could go to Mexico City and mobilize people. And I've said many times, I think non-Americans are much easier to fucking mobilize for shit than Americans. And some people might disagree, because they can say, oh, well, you guys still have guns and blah, blah, blah. I see all that. I think there could be a point there. Americans might be more confident, all this stuff. But again, guys, I think these people are just so programmed. They're so just like complacent. It's just like they're so intimidated. And not everybody. Guys, that's why I keep this up. I mean, there's plenty of people in this nation that actually give a fuck. I mean, look, y'all are here in the chat. That's why you can't write off everybody. But I think Mexico is easier. That language barrier. Oh, and Taj, that's also one of my favorite points. The language barrier will be the easiest because, again, I can't speak for everyone in the chat, but Spanish will be the easiest for most of us to pick up and learn. I mean, I already know, guys, I can already read Spanish like 70% of the way just because there's so many cognates. Like I rarely have trouble reading something written in Spanish. Can I speak it that way? No, but I can learn that over time. Kind of understand it? No, because I speak really fast, at least in my perspective. To them, it's normal. But over time, I'll get used to that. But if you're trying to go overcome any language barrier, besides going to Canada or England, I think Spanish would be one of the easiest. To me, I know no one's going to agree with this one, but I think after that, next was to be Japan, because Japanese is one of the language. I think kanji is what makes it difficult, but just to understand the language and what people say, I don't think it's that difficult. Because again, they use like the same phrase for so much stuff. Unlike in America, like them, if they're saying, yeah, or I understood or something, they'll say like 2 or 3 things. But here, people can say anything. I gotcha, capiche, all sorts of shit. And it's like, I think that's what makes that language easier too. And I'm not fluent in Japanese at all, but what languages I know that more than most. Which again, it's not saying much, but I don't know much Japanese, at least in my standards. I used to try to learn, but it's like one of those things where, I didn't want to really dedicate the time to it. Especially after the pandemic, but like, I don't know if I want to go here anymore. Now it's probably much better there now than it was then. And I haven't fully given up. I mean, you hear people all the time, how do you learn English? Well, I watch American TV. I mean, people say all the time, man. So I can watch, anime or play games in Japanese, and it honestly does help. Just keep doing that. It gets you in the right direction. Yep, yeah, right. Yeah, man. And once again, man, God bless you, brother. Good having you in the chat. Much love to you. Looking forward to your next stream as well. That's like watching. Love hearing your wisdom and knowledge, man. I do learn a lot from your streams all the time. So, really appreciate them. Really appreciate you for doing them. Oh, a little German, Russian. Yeah, German is another one of those where, like, again, I don't know that as well as Spanish. Like the language that'll be difficult for me is French. Again, but guys, if I lived in France, I would learn it. I just don't. Because that's how language you get immersed. If I lived in Germany, I would pick up that language in at least a year or 2. Not the whole thing, but enough to get by and to converse. Because at least you're gonna want to talk to people. And the thing is, I don't want to go to someone's country and expect them to speak English, and understand my American accent. Why would I want to do that? So like your only option is to learn the language. So if I went to any country, hell, if I went to Canada, I'll at least learn like the different words they use, some of the slang, some of like the mannerisms. Not like to conform per se, but again, so you can like meet people on their level and work with them easier. Plus, there's many other reasons. Like I know what poutine is. I went to Canada, someone says, you want some poutine? I know what they're asking. I've had it before. Not authentic Canadian stuff, but at least I'll be able to go out there and tell them how fake the NHL is without having to learn anything. They understand me. That's funny. They would not, because again, some will, but some will be like, oh, you're reaching. It's like Luxy 91 is this like a Canadian tour. That's a good idea. Like write a book, tour Canada. I go with it too, man. You go by yourself. Zach will be there. Anyone else supposed to be there? Yeah, right. You have a Canada tour. Show them how great fake the NHL is. Yeah, I'm not that far from Canada. I'm like a 6-hour drive from Canada. Maybe even if just to the border, it's probably less than that. I've mentioned before. It's kind of sick. I've lived in Wisconsin, Minnesota, Ohio, and I've never been to Canada. It's like How have I been this close to Canada my whole life? I've never been there. It does, and then now, like now I want to go after all this BS. Now they have, they probably make you get their stamp of approval, if you know what I mean, for you can go there. It's like, what? Maybe that's not true anymore. I hope not. But if I am kicking myself about anything, it's sad. Like I should have just gone when I could. And if I could go, maybe I should go now. If I can go now, because you guys not. One day they'll say, "Oh, we're back to business." Justin Trudeau, by the numbers, he'll say, "Oh, it's back to this, back to that." Oh, nice. North Idaho, an hour away. Cool. Party in Boston. Yeah, I would. I know. I think I might have been to Boston once when I was younger. I maybe driven through it or something. But I wouldn't count that as that. That's why if I told someone, I wouldn't feel like I was lying, because I feel like technically I should. I mean, maybe not technically, but like in reality, wouldn't being to Boston be like you're literally there. You're like seeing the places. You're feeling the energy there. You're hearing all the Boston accents and all that. Like, I can't remember any of that. And to me, like, it's kind of like Atlanta. I've only been to the airport. I mean, does that really count as being to Atlanta? I don't know shit about that place other than the airport. Or England, which actually it sucks. I was at the Gatwick Airport when I was younger. In England, that was my only time in England. I'm like, why can I not just like? I think I couldn't, because I was going to Nigeria at that point, so I couldn't anyway. We couldn't just leave the airport. We were on a little layover. But I was sitting like, man, well, we technically could have. I don't think the layover was that long. But I think it was long. It was long enough to at least look at England for a bit. Anyway. It just blows my mind. So, like, I can't actually believe I was there before. Tashi writing some. I can't even read what you wrote, Tashi. You wrote it in hiragana, katakana, maybe, but I can't read kanji. Which again, it just takes. I haven't put the time into it. That's really what it is. And now with like even less propensity to go to Japan anytime soon, it's like. For a Monday, there's a good amount of people here. Oh, technology. Interesting. Two dogs to me themselves. Because you're typing Chinese. Look at me. Seems because you used to live in China, so that makes perfect sense. It's just because Chinese kanji and they borrow a lot of those characters from Chinese, so that's why I even assume that, because they're essentially the same in that regard. Well, yeah, of course, yeah, you'd be writing Chinese. You used to live there. Yeah, that's cool. You even know some Chinese, man. And then someone said, "Goddamn, fuck this sun." Like, again, I'm so happy I'm so blessed that the sun's like this. It just sucks with writing. Oh, Pat Gills. You called it Pat Gills at work today. Oh, see, if he's related to something, I'm sorry, I don't know who that is. If he's a sports person, I know you'd understand why. It sounds like a sports name, but it might not be. I don't want to assume that. But if it is, then you definitely know. I wouldn't know that because I tell you the time these actors in the sports world, I just cannot for the life of me. I cannot for the life of me remember them. Jevy's a Korean or closer, more round character. Yeah, I know what you mean. I just feel like historically, how they say that's where the kanji came from. At least that's what it says on Wikipedia. I mean, how do I really fucking know? You know what I mean? Because Japanese and Korean don't really like each other supposedly. So maybe they've been telling us that. So that I never thought of that. That's really interesting, Itachi. You brought that up. So I never thought, wow. Maybe there's some similarity with that, and they don't want people to know. I mean, I can see some of that happening. And I have no proof for this, other than that they look similar. But at the same time, what I'm trying to show is that just because it's on Wikipedia, and so maybe even a few other sources, I mean, who really knows history? But especially, I'm talking about history related. If you can prove it yourself, if it's a science-based thing, a body health-based thing that you can prove to yourself repeatedly, that's different. It's not like every last thing on Wikipedia is a lie, but a lot of things on there are lies. I mean, of course, they change information. I mean, it's not a trusted source. If you're new here, why do I go to Wikipedia all the time for my channel? It's because, again, it's the Jesuits taking all their riddles and then they conglomerate them to one site. And sure, they'll change information, but they give you the big picture of their riddle. They give you the time it happened, the date it happened, the actors involved, the agents involved. Yeah, its connection to the Catholic Church. You can look a little hard, which you don't have to look hard at all, really. Hey, what's good, Wesley Kid Cole? Good seeing you, man. Always good to have you here. You haven't really missed anything. Well, you missed our conversation, but in terms of seeing anything, we saw him spray at the way beginning. But what's new about that? They're always spraying the sky. It was people. I'm taking it how many people are out on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It shows even with school out. So guys, some people are late. Again, not everyone leaves. You guys put it in perspective. In college, I was at school over the summer just to chill. I took classes, I think, 1 year. But the other years, I literally just I stayed on campus during the summer every year. Just think about it, like, if you like to turn up all the time and just be around people and chill, why would you really leave? Like, you're away from your parents, like the first time or early on. Like, a lot of people stayed. A good amount of people left. But, like, you had those people that stayed, and we would party, like, all the time. And it was a good time. So I'm sure that a lot of these kids here are literally like, hey, I'm just going to live here over the summer. And I still would go home for maybe a few weeks or a month or something, or a couple of weeks every summer. But for the rest of the summer, I would just stay on campus.
Then he later ended up.
Like, if I went here, I would do the same. I would not exactly the same. I would why would I go? No, bars everywhere, people everywhere, parties still. Your friends here too. Like, there's no point in it. So bucks, okay. I'll look into that. I'll touch it too. I'll take them. Thanks for sharing this, man. Todd, you're always sharing pics, man. I appreciate you for doing that. You're constantly sharing them all the time, giving people free information. It's just like, for anyone who charges for pics, I definitely see why you do that. I mean, I would too. I mean, come on, all these people who are literally here just for the pics. That's what you got to charge, because those are the people. I mean, but that's another topic. You know what I mean? Like, It's not that, but like you also give out free picks. I know other people do too, like Zach gets some free picks for fun. I don't need a hacker. I know he's gonna do sports stuff, but he gave me some good picks. So I made money off of him. You know, I appreciate him too. It's not just about that, but again, he's looking out for people. He's like, I'm gonna give you free picks and show you how the shit's rigged. And guys, also there's people like me who I don't like. I've tried multiple times to decode the sports, and I just can't. Again, to me, it's literally like working at Walmart at the cashier, and you have like force yourself to go because you don't want to do that shit all day. And I had fun doing it. I had fun decoding the games, but then some days I just didn't want to. That's just what it is. But I think with things like that, you kind of do got to be consistent. Because because it's just like trading. Like if you're not consistent, then you really will end up showing up on like at the worst times and you just get discouraged. Because you can technically do that. You'll miss the days that are good, and you only show for the days that are bad. Because if you're showing up randomly, that can literally happen. And it's not good for your psyche. It's not good for your account. So since I wasn't doing it every day, I was like, I think I'll still do it now and then for fun, like to learn, to document on my site. But it was a good setback. Good to see you, man. Yeah, I'm right. I'm glad you're here. We're gonna go to OSU. I might spend a little bit of time there, like more than normal. So I did tell the stream that way. You can kind of see what else we can find. Because before I can just like cut through there. Position in the fall just because of the stimulus they put out. Yeah, exactly. And then they'll blame it on something else. They'll blame it on Russia or all this other stuff. But yeah, in the markets, last time I checked was selling off. It sold off. I called that bottom. I'm gonna be transparent. That bottom, I didn't call on the stream because I kind of stopped talking about the market. Again, I guess I really thought I made my point. If you go watch my market videos I used to do, see what the market's done since then, it does the same behavior. I mean, I really felt I was just saying the same thing over and over again. And it was like a dip. It literally made a higher low. It was like that perfect dip. It sold off below the longer term moving average. It formed an overall higher low from its previous low like some months ago. And it double bottomed there. And that second bottom was a higher low. I'm like, wait, so it's higher lows, holding support. They panicked out everyone. And we're under there. They want to at least buy up and retest that long-term moving average, what they call the 200-day. I use 180, but the 200-day used colloquially. And that's exactly what it did. It went a little above. It tried to test it and bounce off it, but it failed and went back down. And that's the point where it's like, okay, could it go? That's the point where it could be iffy. But then again, before it went back down, you could just see the weakness. So what I'm trying to say is like predicting that far in advance can be harder, but that's the thing with the market. The sooner the event you're predicting, the more accurate you are. Like it's easier to predict events that are going to happen in a few days or a few weeks or in a few minutes or maybe in 30 minutes than like predicting shit that happened like 3 years or like several months. Not that you can do both, but that's just why I like shorter term stuff. But I mean, because the market is just so fucking rigged. Like I'm saying, like how people not see how this shit works? Like it does the same. Because guys, you gotta understand, these big funds, they play off that too. Sure, they like fake people out, but these overall like support resistance, retesting, that whole game. That's how literally the market moves. That's how they scam people. That's how they fucking do this shit with that dance. So once you understand that dance, sure, you're not gonna just make. Again, it's way more than that. It's emotions. It's like being there. It's having the right account size, not being greedy, risk management above all. It's all that too. That's why it's so fucking hard. But just to see like just a general direction of shit, the trend. I mean, that's why they don't teach you that in school, because I know they teach you that shit in school. Like you're gonna just not go to college in their scam feed and just do something else. They don't want that. The market is such a fucking joke. I mean, that's when people even come and ask if the market rigged. I'm like, why are you asking if the market rigged? Even the most asleep sheep fucking knows that. Yes, they fucking should. Is it rigged with this Gematria? Yeah. To the exact letter? No, I don't think they use Gematria for every little blip and tip. But for the big events, they do. Yeah, that's exactly why they don't teach it. Exactly. They don't want people to know that stuff. And then by the time you're learning on your own, and you have, just your job, you have kids, you have all these other obligations. Doesn't mean you can't work around those, but it's just even harder to learn. So I literally took like 3 years of like serious study, and I still, it's an ongoing thing. I'm not saying I'm done, but for it to all really like completely click for me in a way that I'm like, okay, like I'm cool with this. I'm at like a baseline I want to be at. It took me, I'd say, 2017 to 2018. I started fall 2017. I'd say till 2020. And again, that's just me. It takes me longer. It takes me a long time to learn things the way I want to. Like some people learn it way faster than I do. Some people take some longer. But that's the thing. You don't put a time limit to it. I think it's about cutting out the BS, because when you first start learning, you learn a bunch of stuff that doesn't fit your personality, and you waste time with that. That's what I learned. Because that's what happened to me. I was doing all sorts of things that didn't fit my personality, so I wasn't excelling at them. But I don't regret it, because again, if I didn't do that, I wouldn't use the 180-day SMA or 180 period SMA in all my charts. Because I do, and things love to bounce off that and break through it. I mean, it's just crazy. Like, you look at any chart, 5 minute. I mean, the higher the time frame, honestly, the better it is. But even on the 1 minute, 5 minute, like. So I was trading. I'm gonna get back to this soon. But I was trading like I was trying to day trade options, just trade like spies, and like it just like does that shit. Not every time, of course, but you see it like sell off to the 180 SMA. Like I remember, like, literally this is what happened. I literally just logged on. I woke up, got ready for work a little bit, logged in my to Webull, turned on my charts. This is how quick it was. As soon as I turned on my charts, I pretty much entered the trade, because as soon as I turned on my charts, opened the platform, I see how the SPY was breaking on the 5 minute chart, breaking above the SMA on the 5 minutes. It was holding, and it hammered, like long bottoming tail candle. So it looks like everyone kind of bought up. It was doing that on his SMA at the open, and then the 1 minute was lining up for like a similar setup. It wouldn't, like, I think, break out of it. I'm like, wait. I just bought. You just click the buy button. And that's the thing. When you have strategies like that, you don't think about it, and that helps, because that's a lot of trading. Sometimes people hesitate, they're afraid, they're unsure. That was my biggest thing starting, with uncertainty. But once you're good with risk management, and you're more detached from money, and you have a strategy, and it just doesn't matter. Because if you lost, you wouldn't care. You're like, it's like it's set about taking 100. You take it every single time. You pretty much want to take trades that you'll take every single time. And again, it's easier said than done. Because if shit's slower, you'll take like a step, like, it's one of those. And everyone does that too, but you don't have to. Fractals. Grant Roger, that's the perfect word for it. It is. The market is fractal in nature. It's so fractal. But it makes it fun. Like, it's like solving a puzzle. You're like, oh, it's this is on the 5 minute. This is on the, well, first I look at the daily. It's all based on the daily. And sure, so again, I'm talking from a day trading standpoint. Because if you're doing longer term investing, you can do weekly, monthly. But for day trading, I just look at the daily chart. And the daily chart creates your story, right? You have your context, your story of what you're going to happen. And you can even see that story play out on the daily chart, like over days. Like, for example, if a stock is like above this SMA on the daily, just a little bit, you're like, okay, maybe it's going to sell off and test that and bounce. And it might not hold the bounce for the rest of the day, but at least it'll try. I think at least it tries. And it tries. Like, it really does it a lot. And not just, you don't even need any indicator. I mean, people don't even use this. You can just use like, oh, this, this is the price level. So, this has been resistance for the past, few weeks, for the past few hours. When we break out of it, I'm just going to buy. Because what happens, here's another cheat code that it does. You have like a bunch of resistance, and then it breaks out. Once it breaks out, what does it do? It retests that previous resistance. And you can see it do that, and it gives you time. Like, it'll retest it, and usually, like, what it'll do is if it tries to fake you out, it could, but the thing is, it rarely ever goes lower than like the middle of the previous congestion zone. So if it's like flagging up, breaks out, it'll pull back to like at the lowest, like the bottom of the breakout area. But usually the middle if they're trying to fuck with you. So you just gotta have a wider stop and hold through that. And you're going higher. Because again, you're squeezing out all the shorts. Guys, they try to trick people into shorting the market all the time. Even other funds, this gang loves to play games on these people. They always try to make them short the market, so they always get squeezed out of shit. And then they use that as fuel to keep driving the price higher when they want to, because they're manipulating it so hard. You have a gang of market makers who just moves it whichever way they fucking want to. All based off that dance. You bet you the stock under Trump. Now you're on hold. With gold and silver, crypto's fine unless the government gets involved, which they ain't suck because they already are involved. That's what sucks about it. But again, that's why to me it's exposure time. Again, cash, fiat currency is bullshit. But the thing with cash is that you can use it to buy other currencies, to hedge with them. You can use it to buy food, and you can use it to buy all sorts of shit. So like, here's just my philosophy. Like what's wrong with buying Bitcoin and it goes up? Sure, again, you're invested to the compulsive bullshit. I get all that, but I'm saying from like a day trade perspective or a few day swing trade. You buy it during the hype, you buy Bitcoin, it goes up. Maybe it hits resistance and pulls back a bit, or maybe it keeps going higher, right? And it just, you know how to read the chart. It starts to sell off. You take profit, or you can even scale out as it's going up, or add and scale. You can do both. You'd have your own way of doing it. Everyone's different. But what's wrong with even getting all out, and then it pulls all the way back down to some level, and then you get back in? Or it pulls back, goes up to the previous high, and you get back into the break of the high. You just buy high, sell higher. That's literally how I traded crypto. I mean, I just bought high and sold higher. Not everything. For like XRP, I bought low and sold high because I got a while ago. But usually it's like I just wait for the hype. You just buy the hype, and it goes higher, and you just sell. And you're going to scale out so you don't sell everything too soon. If you want to keep adding, you can't get. It depends on your risk tolerance. I mean, it depends. Like you can do both. Makes sense. I really like to add on pullbacks though, if I can. If it's a day trading thing, I'll add them both. Now the time to buy, exactly. Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. That's it. Now's the time. And guys, someone can say, well, what if it? Yeah. What if it does? Then you have your plan. If it's at support. If I haven't checked the chart in some weeks, but it's the hype's kind of down. It's forming support. Supposedly, I don't know. I haven't seen the charts, so I got to prove to myself. I'm sure it's forming some kind of support somewhere, because it always is. Everything always does that. If you bought now and it went a little lower, you can literally just cut your losses small and then get back in. So people don't want to do it. They don't want to cut a loss. They don't want to. Some people's ego. Oh, I don't want to be one of those guys who lost money in Bitcoin. It's like if you cut like a $100 loss, and then it goes even lower, and you save yourself from $1,000 loss, you can just get back in at a better spot, and that can all be part of your plan. That's all. Before you buy, you would have known this. You would have gave yourself levels. You would say if it breaks this and holds, because Bitcoin will have to break below and come right back up. It has to like form some kind of pattern. It has to break below and hold for like some time. I mean, you can also scale out on the downside. It's just, guys, I'm just showing you risk management. That's all I'm trying to show. That's what's going to get you far, guys. Trading it's so simple. It's literally. It sounds simple because it is, but it's just hard to execute. You have to just make more money than you're losing over a period of time. That's literally it. If you made more, not even one more often, you can lose more trades. That's the thing. Like with I don't remember the numbers right now. I want to say 70% accuracy. If you have 70% win rate, you need to lose only like 30% of the time or some shit like that, or half the time. So like you don't even have to win most of your trades. You have to let your winners run and then cut your losers fast. We're going back to OSU's campus. I almost even left. Let's talk then. We never left though. We're just back down here. Come on from that Be Kind thing that had people saying me as fuck guy. It was good, Adam Lastman. Good to see you, man. Fidelity 45, same as Bitcoin. Wow. Not surprised at all. Good one, Nathan. Fidelity has their hand in that stuff. Guys, again, I've been saying this. My sentiment on Bitcoin is like, again, I know how this like cabals, and I just think, guys, I think Bitcoin is different than paying taxes in the sense where if everyone kind of quit paying taxes, they wouldn't really be able to do shit type of thing. I think how these banks, because they do it already, these banks, they trade all sorts of products with each other. Like they trade all sorts of things that we don't even touch, right? There's different financial products we don't even know exist. We don't even know about. And they're trading with each other, making money, losing money. So I really think Bitcoin, crypto, maybe not, we won't have all these little coins and shit, but at least Bitcoin, the banks are just going to be trading that shit with each other, with or without us. It's their instrument. They move money with that. I think they're going to do that. But again, Dish, I guess I don't own any crypto. I sold all of my shit. I don't own anything. Not from any moral end. I just don't. I don't want to be in it right now. It is a good time to buy, though. I think it is. But here's the thing: is I don't have disposable income to want to put on that. That's just what I mean. You know, I put things kind of other places. But for those who want to, it's your money. Do what you want. If you see an opportunity in this slave beast system that you need to escape, and they pretty much make it so you need money to at least thrive in it. And if you want to, live off the grid and do all your things, you still need money for that. Like you need money for like anything to do anything and thrive. That's just how they made it. If I'm wrong, and I really hope you can prove me wrong. I'm sure someone out there is proving me wrong because it really is all your mental state. You don't need, it's all about just being. Like we're already all. I get all. I know. Yeah, right. Talks about that on the streams. I really love hearing that. See, I mean, you don't need. I mean, you can thrive just living off the land, living off chance and luck, and connecting with people, kind of drifting around and be the happiest person you ever could possibly be. 100% possible. But it's just that life's not for everyone. And plus, I just say fuck this system. Like that's all. I reject it, but at the same time, if I know how to pilfer it and get ahead in it, where it causes nobody harm, then. And I mean, sure, when you win on a trade, someone loses. But to me, it's just, if someone lost, it could be someone cutting their loss and they already made a lot of money. It could be anybody. And again, if you lose in the market, it's always your fault. Like, you knew what you're getting into. Even if your controls don't work, well, you knew what broker you're getting into. If it was 100% the broker's fault, then they would reimburse you if they were legit. Oh, yeah, I'm glad you're good too, man. Good hearing from you. Always great seeing you here, man. The British Broadcasting Corporation 201. Wow, that's a good one. Again, no surprises here. I wouldn't be surprised if someone yawned in the chat now. Again, not at your good find, but it's another 201. They're like, oh, here the Jesuits are at it again. Another 201. Another 201, which means the Jesuit order in Gematria. Why have I not covered that? I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I ever typed it in to look at their full name. What's the? You're the first one that brought this to my attention. If anyone else in the community talked about it, I probably missed their post or stream or video about it. That's how it is, man. It's these ones that are right under our nose. They're there. I'm sure there's more. Like, there's some I found, but they're kind of so specific in a way. That's why I even document them. Like, oh, this is cool, but this thing this guy's for is kind of. I'll rethink it again. There was some 201 I recently found. It was like some guy's name, and he found it something that wasn't like it wasn't like he like someone who found a planet or some big kind of thing like that. It's like more. It's just more niche. But I'll come through to it soon. I told you, I figured it would be you. Because you see this all the time. This 201 garbage. There's a point, but guys, keep sharing them. I mean, that's the thing. You want to get someone to the point where they're yawning, because that means they're ready to fucking just do something. That means they're sitting like, oh, I've stored up enough energy. I'm ready to go and take these fuckers out or do something. I'm just looking for something to point out. I mean, they have there's this one. I don't know what hall this is. Well, just look at their architecture. So, guys, this place was built by Freemasons, Jesuits. You question because I don't talk about certain things. I mean, I don't know everything. That's just what it is. And it's funny because if I had known that, some people would be like, oh, so you know too much. You're probably an agent, because how do you know all this? So it's like either you know too much, you're an agent, or you don't know enough and you're an agent. So again, at that point, it's just like, you force you entitled to your own opinion. Plus, you can't forget the over 1,000 videos and streams on my channel. Several of them are over an hour long, showing you this practice again and again and again. I mean, I think I'm never gonna quit putting out content, but I technically could. And as long as my channel's up, all the information is there. Is every last thing there? No. But enough to show you who's responsible, what they're doing, and how they do it. So Jesuit architect. Oh, is this my favorite? I'm not gonna see this. There's a ramp here. I'm gonna take a bunny hop that. I love this. This is my favorite part of this whole campus. That's why I like this place when no one's here. When there's kids here, there's always kids walking on this thing. They like wait for them to move around. But guys, this is why I gotta spend some time here over the summer or spring now when there's no one here. Guys, anyway, this is a Monday afternoon. There's supposedly people walking around. In college, you have classes till night sometimes, some people. There's always people walking around, going in this building, going in that building, but it's pretty so empty it is. Like most of these kids go home. Most of these children go home. For at least not all of them. But I mean, this ramp is fun. And they even repaved it and everything, I think. It's something. Yeah, I'm not the highest bunny hopper, but it's fun. I'll go one more time. Here's a John W. Wills Student Health Center. So someone wants to see that. Again, also, I can't do the Gematria in my head that fast. I can't, especially when I'm biking, talking, I can't add up that in my head. Some people can. I'm sure Zach probably could. He's calculating super fast all the time, but I can't do that. But you see it. You have Gematria access. That felt so good. So is Mother of Miracle Maker. Wait, Mother of Miracle Maker? Is that actually an account? Wow, babe, that's oh my God. And of course, guys, again, I'm sorry for someone to be a troll, to come back, and then you're saying, I'm sorry, guys, that guy has mommy issues. I mean, he's got to impersonate your own mother, to troll in a live stream. You know, this guy, again, anyone who's had a bad relationship with their mother, I'm not calling you out, just trying to make you feel bad. I'm just talking about specifically this guy. You know, some of this might not be 100% your problem that you did. This guy has issues with his mother, dude, and maybe even his father. If he even knows who they are, which again, not putting anyone down like that, but again, guys, I talk about this because, you might think I'm trying to insult this troll or put him down. No, again, I've said it many times. This guy has mental issues, and it can happen if you grow up without maybe a loving, strong family household. It's not a guarantee, but it could lead to developing mental issues. And someone like this guy has mental issues when it comes to trolls. Yeah, very serious issues, man. Yeah, but now you see what I mean. I literally got a giant skate park. Like there's let's go to the fountain run. Like it becomes like a theme park. There's a little fountain now, Buckeye Fountain or whatever we call it. All named by the numbers. No, the Buckeye Lake. It's called Buckeye Lake. That's what they call it. Which is it's a man-made pond. It's not even a lake. See, Mirror Lake. Excuse me, Mirror Lake. Sorry, not Buckeye Lake. So there's a Buckeye Lake. That's more in I think Newark County, by Licking County by Newark, kind of east of here. Let me correct. That's Buckeye Lake. This is not Buckeye Lake. This is Mirror Lake. Mirroring energy. Mirror energy, looking through a mirror, black mirror, this mirror symbolism that these people love to use. They call it Mirror Lake. Protect their lake, no swimming or wading, no fishing. Why would I want to fish in this man-made lake with all the toxins and bullshit in there? Do not feed the wildlife in your little fake. Well, I guess they do live in the wild. They find a home here and they live there, so I guess they're right. All dogs must be on a leash. Accessible route through Mirror Lake District. Mirror Lake 120 and 150 like Illuminati. Damn, Nathan. Man, I appreciate your decos. Thank you. It really helps a lot. Mirror Lake equals this Illuminati. I mean, come on. Mirror is another Illuminati symbolism that they use. Again, guys, I don't know what I'm supposed to say. I'm speechless. That's right there. Again, I used to come in, like, when I said I used to study trading, I would come sit over here with my laptop, with my charts on it, and study for hours. Study. And it was like, I had a free tuition, essentially. I was studying something relevant. I study Gematria a lot, talk about this a lot, so it's something else I was doing, studying here. trying to learn their system. And I sat there for hours by that lake, peaceful, not really anyone around. Because now you still have the lake grads, like she's graduated or something. Well, I hope so. But also, that might be boss, because that's what I'm saying, man. Like, she's fuck graduation. That's how I wanted to be. Not wear my thing all properly, just throw it on and go and leave. I literally did not want to go to my graduation. I only went because my parents forced me to go. I didn't want to go to the ceremony. I really did not. That's like the one thing. Had I graduated in 2020, that would have actually been better in that case. Right? I mean, I think I wouldn't have to go. Everything was locked down and shit. Well, that's literally how I feel about graduation. Like, it's just another ritual that I want you to be doing. Well, you literally wear a black cube on your head. The little hat is a black cube. It's all Saturnian symbolism. Yeah, they're closet fans. Can beat me. I mean, it's not about beating you. It's about just showing what's going on. You keep reminding me to go to the Be Kind thing, but I feel like it's like down here this way. I'll try to find it actually this time. And if we can't find it, we'll look for something else. Here's the faculty club. 181. It's funny, faculties, like, again, most of these people, their faculties are not working. Like, their senses, their brain. Orton Hall. I'd have to know what's in these buildings to make more of a connection, because I don't know what's in, like, what they do. I don't know if it's a science building or whatever. I know some, but not all. Yeah, this place is empty. It's like it's usually why I also go on the like I might start going on the trail some more too, the nature trail. So maybe while we're up, we'll look for some things to point out. And I'll come back here for sure, but I won't come here every day now. And that's what I've usually done anyway. Like during this time, I'll go usually to the trail because again, if you want to be around activity, it's there. There's a lot of people are there running, doing stuff. It's nicer too because it's just you're out by the trees and the water. Not this bullshit with the obelisk. There's an obelisk around here. We already saw that. It's right. No, it's something different. Maybe we'll look at this one. The statue of some Jesuit. See what it is. Comes up here on the right. This is a fucking ghost town. Damn. It honestly always blows my mind seeing how little people there are here, and it's gonna be even less. A lot of people are graduates. Again, see, look, that's on their head. They have the cube of Saturn. See, that hat, that's the hat, the cube. And none of them get it. Like, they're all participating in a ritual. You never met a Buckeye you like. I mean, people I know, I heard fly in Michigan and stuff, too. I never blame them. I'm like, I mean, for how passionate these people are with their fake football. Again, I think these people can be nice, friendly. There's a lot of good-hearted people here. But I think you can say that about anywhere. But again, that's saying I'll never argue against because, again, a Buckeye that truly gives a shit, that doesn't want to, fall for the next agenda, I don't know. See, look, the cube of Saturn. They're worshiping Saturn. They don't even know. Right? He thinks I'm reaching. It's just like, no. Like, even this time, they're wearing the cube of Saturn. If you ask them, why is this on your head? It looks cool. Oh, we had to wear it. It fits the outfit. It's like, it's a Saturnian symbol. It's like, how can you, oh, I don't like Muslims. They're a bunch of terrorists. They dance around their little black cube. It's like, how can you say that when you put the black label on your head? They're a bunch of terrorists, real terrorists. Not, most people are not terrorists. That's what they want you to believe. This is William Oxley Thompson. Look at this guy. They have some Jesuit Freemason. I mean, and I've not researched him. This guy's most likely a Freemason and a Jesuit, or very connected to them. I mean, come on. They're doing a photo, but maybe I'll just leave because you have the name in the photo. William Oxley, like Oxley Thompson. This is just, come on. Look what he's doing. It's just so stupid. Like, I don't want to call this a hidden hand. I'm not going to call them things that are not. Where was that reflective tree thing in Columbus from last year? That was by COSI. But perfect. That's what I was still even talking about. That's the set of Columbus I kind of start going to this time of year because the campus again is gonna be the same thing, and there's gonna be plenty of things. Again, we can come back and reveal more, but we'll do that. We'll do that tomorrow because I think tomorrow and Wednesday are gonna be. Well, it's gonna be nice all week, but I was gonna bike stream tomorrow and Wednesday. So Nathan, tomorrow we'll go to that side and go to COSI and go to that reflective tree. Yeah, that's by the COSI Science Museum. That was so cool. Yeah, good man. Thanks for bringing that back up. Like, come on, it's a reflective tree just shining in the wind. It's like, or shining in the sun, I meant to say. Trump will be exactly 911 months old on Israel's 74th birthday. Wow. That was definitely scripted. Wow. That's just so stupid, man. And dude, that just shows you how far they play this stuff out in advance. And the thing is, to me, guys, again, this is not the best metaphor, so I don't use it often. But if you're in the gaming and speedrunning, but if you're in this community, you probably get it. But the thing is, most gamers actually don't want to wake up. It blows my mind. They play these complex games, but then they're like, well, why would someone spend all their day doing this? I'm like, you spend all your day routing the quickest speedrun. I mean, how are you going to do that and then question the Jesuits? Again, I'm not saying that's stupid either, because I think the best type of puzzles to solve, to work your mind really could be advanced speedrunning, because that shit takes a whole lot of planning. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, if you see how these speedrunners plan out these speedruns and nail them, and they'll have like 4-hour-long speedruns, like games that take them 4 hours to beat, 6 hours to beat, 12 hours to beat, and they'll fucking memorize every last move, every strategy, every backup strategy, while discovering new strategies. And these are so detailed, so complex to know exactly how to glitch to the wall, at what time, at what angle, what pixel, what exact buttons to press, and to memorize that shit and pull it off again and again and again. If just some guy can do that, some people can do that, that's, guys, to me, it's even, I mean, if someone can do that, how's this far-fetched? Making shit by the numbers and connecting with the dates and planning them in advance like that. I mean, sure, it takes a lot of work to do that too, but to me, that even seems more simple than speedrunning. So, again, this whole argument, if it's too complex, it's the dumbest thing I've ever fucking heard. And I'm exaggerating. Like, speedrunners literally, that shit is, like, I enjoy watching speedrunning. One, it's like a competitive, they compete with themselves, and it's not scripted, at least to my understanding. It's just not scripted at all. It could be, depending on what it is, but just watching someone who just does it on Twitch all the time or doing like a charity event, you know, they're not scripting that shit. That's straight up what they're doing. yeah, right. And these shows, again, they're just comedy. All you gotta do is just laugh at them. I laugh at them too. I mean, that's all you can do is laugh at them. They can't even troll right. That's why I don't think they're paid. I mean, come on, guys, think about it. You guys, put yourself in the shoes of someone paying these people to come here and harass us. You be paying the people that are saying, you know, we're shills, we're agents, and they're saying it outright. They just, you know, keep spamming, like the time at Neil the Hackers and see through the script, their podcast, those spam bots left and right, all night type of thing. Like those, I would say paid agents could be responsible for those type of tactics. Again, to be paid to do something, you have to be kind of professional. You have to be good enough to do it, in a sense. So again, there are paid agents in this community, but I don't think they're all paid. Like, I don't think this DJ whatever guy's paid, which is sad. Like, I'd rather have him be paid. It's okay, at least you're paid, and like, you know, but like, no, it's like, no, this guy's literally like that mentally ill, or he has to be. It's kind of sad. I mean, it's kind of just sad. You can laugh about it. I'm not saying don't laugh. I mean, I definitely laugh. I'm just saying, like, it's sad. Like, someone can be that fucking mentally ill, like that bad. Here's Saturn. Again, they have all this, the sun with 27,000 miles or whatever, 27 million degrees. I'm going to say, look, Saturn, this is by the numbers. This is what I'm saying. You guys, we've shown this before. DJ, whatever his name is, why didn't you show this? Because I've shown this before. That's why. But it was last year. Saturn. Hey, what's good? Fake by Real News was good, Will. Good to see you, man. Thanks for joining. Well, look, we're about to say, this is it. So we're on the Ohio State University campus. We'll check out Buckeye Grove too, because that's like Bohemian Grove with the arches. Saturn, right? Gas giant. Look what they're saying this. And you can even scan the QR code to learn more, to get more indoctrination. So look at the rotation period, 10 hours, 39 minutes. The Saturn 93, Formation 139, American 139. Largest moon is Titan, which equals 64, like Thelema. And here's the biggest kicker. Here's the thing. They all have like one or two pieces that are really good. So Will, I'm gonna show you some more Gematria. I know you've been trying to study it, and you've been doing really good, man. So I'm just showing you some more information. So in the Francis Bacon cipher, so you know the alphabetical order: S the 19th letter, A is the first, and so on. So in the Francis Bacon cipher, you add 26 per capital letter. So since Saturn is always going to be capitalized, especially, it's always a proper noun. You can't, it's literally a name. Saturn has Francis Bacon of 119 Gematria, because it's pretty much one. You have Saturn equals 93 plus 26, because you have 26 for the capital letter A. You get 119. So Saturn equals 119. Donald Trump, the president, the former president, who literally, I call him all the time, he's an actor playing the role of Saturn, the keeper of time. That's like his role. And he plays other roles, because it's time, death, judgment. But that's why he banned TikTok, the keeper of time banning TikTok. So Saturn equals 119. So does Donald. So does our all-seeing eye, Star of David, 11/9, 9/11. So 1 hour, 19 minutes for light to travel from the sun to Saturn. Saturn 119. The Voyager 2 spacecraft launched on August 20th, NASA 28, 1977, Space 28. Excuse me. Yeah, it is with reverse reduction. August 20th, 1977, it traveled for 4 years to reach Saturn. And there's more here that I've been calling out. Average temperature negative 218 degrees Fahrenheit, moon 218, depth 218. And then there's Uranus, Jupiter. Uranus is over there, just mocking you. Hey, Uranus is over there. They're just really mocking. And when I say you, I'm not talking to anyone specifically. I mean me, all of us are trying to mock us. So no one ever think I'm talking to them directly with that. Unless you're like, a DJ, whatever his fucking name is, thinking this shit's BS. Like, okay. Again, y'all are just like y'all are closet fans. Like you like my content, which again I don't know why. I don't know why you like it, but then you don't like it. To me, I'm not saying a broken record. It's a mental illness. Like, and I'm not saying I'm better than you or ish. I'm literally saying you should not take your meds. You should first eat better, sleep better. That will help a whole lot. That might even help 100%. And then you have deep-seated issues. Again, for money maker, miracle maker, what his name is, to make his name his mom's name, or pretend to be his mom and come in. That's a sign that's what it is. So I want to show you guys the sun. God, the thing that says "be kind." I don't remember where that fucking is. It's like around this area. Again, if we don't find it, it's okay, because one, we've shown it before. It says "be kind." It's the same thing as also downtown somewhere. It's the same as Buckeye. It's just another reason to come back up for some other day. That's why I don't really strive. Because if I went to look for everything, right? We saw everything every day. Then why come back up here? So it's gonna be spreading out. And be kind sounds like Buckeye. Be kind, Buckeye equals the same thing. Here's Mars. We've seen all these. 1.88 year orbital period. Although that would make more sense for Mercury for that particular sense, but it's probably something Bavarian Illuminati 188. Mars, the god of war. That's what I'm telling you. See, it travels for. See, look, this is a Jesuit ritual. So the Jesuits are soldiers, right? They have a superior general. They're a military order. Jesuit equals 84. Mars is the god of war. And they're saying the Curiosity rover was launched on November 26, 2011, and it traveled 8.4 months to reach Mars. And that number 84 is all over the planets and the whole space type of stuff with that. Yeah. Yes, this stuff is just so contrived. I just mean like the numbers mainly. There's Earth too. We can go see Earth. I just want to show you the sun before anyone else has to leave. Because if you're going to leave, let me show you the sun. Guys, just come on. The sun equals 27, Buckeye 27, the Jesuits, just, Sol Invictus, they worship the sun. Look at this, 27 million Fahrenheit. Like what the fuck? This is Contrived. 330,000. See the mass of Earth, 330,000. Earth's 33. The sun equals 33. And then at 27 million Fahrenheit, the core is hot enough to generate energy by nuclear fission of hydrogen into helium, a source of energy that will sustain the sun for 10 billion years. 27 million Fahrenheit. Sun equals 27. I mean, how? We send annually. Your big insult. Yeah, exactly. It's an insult to us and the trolls. Yeah, well said, Nathan. That's the thing. Like, not only do you insult us, I mean, and you know, and not that I'm insulting you guys. Like, no, not we're taking it that way, but it's like it's more an insult to the trolls too. I mean, so I'm saying the trolls, you're insulting them, man. That's low. Like, if you're even insulting the trolls, making them look bad, like that's just like it's unfathomable. Like, I don't know if people can be so shitty. Here's Mercury, you know, the trickster god of transportation with his 88-day orbital period. Time number. 59 days to spin once on his axis, which combined gives Mercury a solar day. It's lasting almost 176 Earth days. I mean, see, this is 176 too. There's some more of that. 8338 for the messenger spacecraft. And messenger. Isn't Mercury also a messenger god too? I know it's transportation trickster. If it's connection to the messenger too, then bam. Maybe someone can kind of confirm that with me. I mean, I can do more research and look for myself too. NASA fanboys, as I'm exposing them. I mean, look at this. And guys, yeah, it's from the Ohio State University, but you know, they fact checked this with NASA. I think they might have even had I think they collaborated with NASA on this, if I read correctly. So I think I checked this out a little bit more. Guys, I love English insults, like British insults. Knob breath. That's just, I mean, it's just so perfect. Because the thing is, someone calls you a knob breath, what does that fucking say? It means you're always sucking fucking cock. And your breath smells like a fucking someone's knob. And that's what this fucking DJ riddle is. Knob breath. I'm telling you, England, man, they really do have the best. Again, anyone saying British comedy is boring. I mean, it's just some programmed American retard saying that type of shit. No, it's not boring. It's because you're just too stuck in your, no, what's The Office? I'm not saying The Office isn't funny. Again, it's not. I don't like the show. I'm not a fan of it, but I'm not gonna say it's not funny. Like, it's not that funny to me. To me, it's almost more mockery. But again, I'm not gonna, you know, I guess it's subjective. I understand that. But come on, the thing that British people aren't funny is just the dumbest. Again, it's more American programming that I've heard in my life from losers who think they're the best at everything here. 243-day rotational period. The English comedy is hilarious. Exactly. What's The Office, man? This is people, and it's even a more slap face. The Office is fucking English. It came out as it used to be. I mean, it was. It's straight up not used to be. I mean, you know what I mean? It originated as an English show. And these people were, it's like, come on, man. Like to be just so American to say something like that, it just always blows my mind. Like get off your fucking box. You have Ricky Gervais. You know he's on a lot of things about numbers, and he's the guy with The Office. He's like the original Office actor, right? Maybe he even kind of had some creation credits in that. Monty Python's a good example, yeah. Yeah, there's many good examples. But I think now things have changed too, because now it's kind of the other end. People now are getting, I want to identify as British, because that's what the age right now. They want to identify as Korean. I want to identify as English. Because there's people who are that obsessed. They identify as British. They speak with fake British accents. All they watch is Harry Potter, Doctor Who. They're like so obsessed with this type of shit. I mean, that's the other spectrum though. That's like just complete mind control. It's like, why can't you just be like comfortable with being yourself? Sorry, you weren't born Korean, so don't get plastic surgery to make yourself look like you're Korean. Just because you listen to a lot of K-pop. I mean, it's just like, come on, guys. Again, this is what I'm saying, guys. They feed everyone bullshit. They tell them stupid shit. And then when that happens, because your gut is bad, and then that controls your mind too. So it's just like, you know what I mean? It's just like all those of mind control that makes people do stupid stuff like that. Yeah, transracial. Like, how do but guys, you know what? You know the thing with that is, they have a point. Like it's spiteful in that sense, though. It's like they have a point, though. It's like if you can be trans, anything else, why can't you be trans? How's it any different? How's it any different? Oh, because you can't choose it. All this type of shit. It's like that's the thing, and things like I can argue that with anything else too. It's like if you can be trans, and I'm kind of speaking low before YouTube's like, oh, you're being saying stupid shit. They probably have the algorithm listening in for the T word. But anyway, I mean, if you can be that, you can be transracial in this society. So go all ahead. Why would I be such a bigot and talk you down for doing that? I'm sorry, guys. Anyone who supports one but not the other, you're just stupid. I'm not trying to say be black and white, but come on, how do you support one of that and not the other? It's either you're all for that type of shit or you're not. Why do you get to pick and choose what someone can do? If I want to be, trans arm candied up, got the stamp of approval and identifies that, I will. Again, I'm not gonna buy into that and do it. I'm just saying, making a point. Like, you can do it with anything, literally anything. You can be anything you want. If I want to be this tree, guys, I'm gonna get Chigo's tree or something. I can change my name, guys. I'm a tree now. If you guys call me names, I can report you for bullying and hate speech because it's just like that's the world we're in. And these extreme examples, and the thing is, you guys are laughing. That just shows how laughable this stuff is. It's so laughable. Yeah, Shy Divine, I know you're laughing, love. I mean, it's so laughable. That's what's so sad about it, because it's no difference. I should be able to be this lamppost, or this white guy sitting there, or this time white's Asian, right? That's what we're doing. Maybe a mix of both. I want to be like, I'm Irish and I'm Chinese. I'm gonna go to plastic surgery for that. And if you talk anything about it, I'm gonna report you and block you and get you banned and all sorts of shit. It's like, you guys, again, that's what the social credit system are rolling out, with the metaverse are rolling out. That's how they want it to be. Yeah. Oh yeah. And guys, it's just so sad. This troll's gonna report me. They're probably gonna strike me too. It's like, no. First of all, then I just say you can do whatever. I just literally said you can do whatever. Because again, even I said at the end of the day, man, it's your choice. I mean, it is. Do I think you can get help? Yeah, I think people need help, right? But I'm not gonna hold you down and say don't do this. Ultimately, is what you want to do. Even if it harms others, I don't condone that. And if someone killed you because they wanted to stop you from harming others, then that's how it works. That's what I'm saying. You can do whatever you want, but people are going to stop you, and you should feel those consequences when they stop you. Too late. Of course it's too late. You guys always do this report. Well, let them. Dude, I've won many appeals with them before, too. I've won several appeals with them. And I'm here on camera saying, again, so you can report all you want. I don't give a fuck, dude. And if they strike me, who cares? I mean, it literally doesn't matter. All you guys do is troll too late. Yeah. Like the dear people of Twitch. Exactly. The dear people, the fluffies, the furries. Guys, again, that's part of the demasculinating culture. They want everyone to be furries, cute chat. Yeah. This is literally Twitch culture. And again, not every Twitch chat, but like the big ones. This is what they're promoting. Oh, everyone has to be cute. Yeah, puppy eyes. Guys, I'm not exaggerating though. This is literally that's like how I'm talking. That's how they want. I'm not even exaggerating. That's what's so sad. Go to any big Twitch event in the chat. Look, I'm not kidding. That's how it is. It's so sad to see. It's taking just programming mental illness. These niggas about to fight. The guy's driving off, yelling like a bitch. The real bitch is in the car, guys. He's literally driving off, yelling. Look, they're gonna talk shit and then drive off. See, pussies. They're gonna talk shit and drive off. Look at this. See? It's just cowardice. Get out of the car. Sorry, get out of the car with your buddy and fight them. We don't need this. What kind of pussy ass shit is this? Unless they're acting, they could be acting. They'll all be friends acting. But come on, look at that pussy ass shit. Oh, bitch ass nigga, and then you're gonna drive off. I mean, sure he's outnumbered. That's probably the smart thing to do. But then don't yell shit, bro. I mean, again, these are our youth. This is our youth. Just again, this is okay. I don't care that they're fighting. I don't care about that. But it's like, Maybe the guy in the car's at fault. He's still yelling, dude, at the green light too. You're at the green light yelling. Dude, just get out of the car. See, now he's coming. Now this nigga coming. Look at this. He's still yelling, get in his car, don't run. Because his ego's shattered. They shattered his ego, so he doesn't like it. It's just human nature. I mean, he has the right to stand up for himself, but go to their face or whip out the fucking piece, dude. You guys, I catch everything on fucking tape, dude. This is our documentary. Why would I not follow these kids? If I get shot, then I do. I mean, it's part of the thrill. I'm sure you'd aim at one of these fuckers first. At least he's gonna drive away, though. See? He just drives away. But he doesn't really go. It's like, dude, just drive away. Like, you lost. You're outnumbered. It's okay. Like, it's okay, man. You're outnumbered. It's just him and the dude in the car. I don't think he can take the four of them. On his mom. He'll come back on his mom. He'll come back on your mom, dude. Yesterday's Mother's Day too to him because he celebrates these fake holidays. We're going back this way. Oh, dude, they're not even American. Well, that guy's not. He's like Ethiopian, and not the judge, but he looked Ethiopian. They have a very distinct skeletal structure, like on their face especially. If it's not in Somalian, again, not to be ignorant, it's East African. Let me just say that. Oh, there's four. Wait, there's four in the car. Why this fight then? So there's more people in the car. They should fight then. They can bring the gang. Why? But look at this pussy. Why would he bring the gang? 16. Yo, 16. I figured about 16. They come right back. You get in the car. There's 4 dudes in that car. They should go fight. 4v4. Like, why would you? I'm sorry, man. Why would you call your gang if you got 4 niggas in the car? Just yell and drive away, man. I mean, it's just a shame. This is our youth, man. Can't even. Again, I'm not trying to promote any certain thing, but again, to yell shit from your car just to drive away, like, I don't know. Yeah, I thought it was 2 at first, but I looked in the car. There was 4 of them. It's like it's 4. It's an even fight, and there's some big niggas in that car too. Maybe one of them. Yeah, I think they're all dudes too. Either way, it's like especially if you're strapped. Guys, again, why am I saying this? What do they do? Listen to all this music. Oh, I'm gonna fuck this nigga up. I'm gonna do all this. I'm gonna carry my piece. I'm gonna be strapped and fuck this niggas up. That's all they fucking talk about and preach and live, but they don't fucking do it, man. They just try to be cool from what the music tells them. That's what we just fucking saw. People, they want to talk, but they don't want to do anything. And again, I'm not saying that, I'm glad they didn't fucking fight. I'm just saying, like, it's just that's just what I see, man. Young kids trying to be tough, trying to be cool, trying to keep their egos up, trying to mimic what they hear in the radio and shit. Like, I'm gonna call, because guys, think about it. The guy wanted to rep his gang. He literally wanted to say, I'm gonna call my gang to fuck y'all up. Right? So he wanted to look at the guy, the gangster with his gang to come. That's why he said that. But it's like, again, 4-year-old niggas was in the car. Like, that's just my entire point to the whole thing. Y'all should have settled it right there. None of that pussy ass driving around. I'll come back. And that's when those guys walked away. They're not gonna wait. You think they're gonna wait here for your ass? Wait here with the red carpet to lay it out for him. Here, now you can come and beat us up. No, they're gonna walk away too. They know he's a clown, man. Yeah, I'm not taking sides, man, but yeah, pussycats. This is what this shit was. 16-year-old boys trying to act all hard. And then what do you think was going to happen? And the main thing is they were smart for not fighting because if they did anything, then the police will come, give them all He's got a record, detention, some programs, some of them more waste of tax dollars, some stupid shit. Maybe kill one of them in a ritual. Oh, he was in custody, but we don't know what happened. Like one of those stupid stories. Yeah, Nathan. It's almost fun. I'm like looking forward to who's next. Last week we had Miracle Maker. Now we have DJ Riddle, which could be the same person too. And I didn't name Healthy Guy because the guy that's like Healthy Guy. I think that guy's like a bot, like he's like some kind of botting software or like a page troll. Like he's a special case. I think he like literally fucks up the stream or something like that. Like I know I'm judging him by his name also, but Healthy Guy with the exclamation point. I just I get really bad energy with that guy. Extremely bad energy. Not that I get any good with his other trolls. I was a cockroach. I thought it was a cockroach looking thing. I was felt bad for running over it. I don't think it would kill it though. I mean, why would it? You can't step on those things. It was a stick. Probably the same people. Yeah, exactly. Probably the same people. Stop running. Gotta take real good care of you. Yeah. That sounds, he doesn't get care of me. Like, give me some chicken soup or something. That's what it sounds like. That sounds like what you're trying to say. Again, to me, it sounds like mommy issues. Again, he never had a mother to nurture him. He never had a mother's nurturing love. So he now is talking like that. I mean, it just makes more sense every time he opens his mouth, per se. Because he probably does talk out when he's typing too, so he probably opens his mouth. And again, nothing against that. I do it sometimes too. I'm just saying he could be doing that. See, he would do it because he's insane, not because he's just for another reason.
Releasing.
Well, guys, I'm glad we caught that altercation on camera. That's something to see. Yeah, that's why I catch everything. You gotta just get what we can. I don't know, guys. I don't know if I hope that place they work is not run by some government or some Jesuit. It's called Serve Columbus. It's like you're a fucking slave serving Columbus. Which again, I can't talk shit about that. Unfortunately, they pay taxes too. These people want to target me, they will, man. Unless I'm John Smith, who just kind of go under the radar like that. Now he wants to kill us. That's funny. Again, the thing is, I'm glad he said that because, again, when people when I say, or especially Tachi says, they deserve a bullet to the skull. It's like, because people defend it. Why do you say that about the trolls? Why? It's like, dude, they want to kill us. Like, why don't you guys get about that? Why don't you get about that? Why don't you get about that? There's some insane normies who want us dead. That's what they say. Oh, I wish I could see them all in the line, rushing to get, what, rushing to get the arm situation stamp from Mr. Windows 95. They want to see you begging for that as you're dying. I mean, they say this all the time on Twitter. So I'm like, yeah, these people need to be thrown in the wood chipper. I mean, not every last person, but people like that, yes, they do. They want us gone. They will kill us if they could. Those are the people that the government said you will now get a $100,000 reward if you took out every conspiracy theorist. That's what they'll call us. That's what we're not that. That's what they'll call us. These people would fucking do it. They would. Many of them have no morals. They don't have no. They don't understand a creator or a god or any type of stuff. So they have no morals. No compass. No golden rule. Nothing. Yeah, Tachi, man. I mean, it's an unfortunate truth. Shit enough for that. That's why I have no problem taking these people out when I could. And the reason I'm not doing it now is because I know they'll get caught. I'm not trying to get caught. Of course, there's ways not to get caught. So my only way is to go out to some Nevada desert. But how am I going to get a troll out there? I mean, it's like it's impractical. So, they know I'm not going to do anything to them. I hope they touch me, though, because out of self-defense, then it's different. See if this place is open. They were closed earlier. Why shouldn't be? Okay, they're open. I might come back later. If I had a shirt on or something, I'd probably go now. I don't care. Let's go later. Here after this ride, then I can still like get in some. It'd be a little weird coming back up here, but maybe there's a half an hour round trip drive. It's not even. I actually don't mind it. There's Scully's. It's like a diner and bar, light music. I think it's where, like, I mean, I don't see a lot of the younger people going there. And by young, I mean like 20-somethings, late teens. I think people kind of who are past kind of all that type of college life kind of go there. And of course, everyone, I mean, you'll have college-age people there, obviously, but I think that attracts more like just like, I guess, normal people than people born in that, you know, young teen, young adult area. But I've never been there, so what might have said, just by observation. I'll one day go there every week, you know. Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, that's why I don't even bother with them. It's like, they doesn't keep coming back anyway, so I just like ignore them. Because anyone who doesn't know, you can literally click the block button on their name and they'll just be out of the chat for you. You'll never see them. And if you want, and on the chat replay for the stream, they're just embarrassing themselves. I mean, they're not even being funny. If they were being funny, trolls, cool. Okay, your jokes are saved. But if you're not even being funny, I mean, just embarrassing themselves in front of the whole world. So, fine with me. Right, 208 is like, they got nothing better to do. That's what it means. They have nothing better to do. That's why if they're paid, it's not, you know, it's not so cringy, I guess. And I hate using that word too, but I couldn't find a better word right now. But like, I don't want to cross the street though. I'm gonna go now. Honestly, watch it. Always goes green. I want to cross. This looks open and clean the whole way down. Okay, we went to OSU and saw something, which is good. I always try to leave with like some new footage that we've never gotten before. And there's still more to see. I mean, we haven't left downtown. Until we leave downtown, there's always something new to see. Here's more to see. This place makes no sense. It's very close. Like these people, these guys, again, I think it's like I don't even get it. I don't get this place. I don't think the orange light can be healthy, man. I could be wrong, but like orange light on you, like, yeah, mentally, it probably makes you hungry. It makes you hungry first off. It's close to like the blood and meat and things that humans have a natural drive for. So like, I just do not trust a place like that. Orange lights. You're working out with a bunch of random people. People are just dressed so inappropriately in those gyms. Like I just don't. It's not my vibe. I've been to the gym in years, and I have no plan to ever go back. Again, for those who like going to the gym, you know, that's your choice. A lot of people like the endorphins. They like the 48, the Folks 48, Propaganda 48, Part 48. But between body weight stuff and just biking, going for walks in nature, you know, plus, you know, I'm about tearing up your body, breaking it down. Hey, what's good, Gematria? Gematrix 412. I remember your last name too, like not your surname, but like your last account name too. Your audio on the other account. I definitely need, man. I'm glad you always drop by and hang out, man. Good seeing you. Well, yeah, it's a really good day for the bike ride. Which is like, also why I'm probably gonna go back out today and go to that one shop. I was to see if they're open. Because I mean, why not? I have to go there anyway. Yeah. I don't mind driving again. If I can bike here, then driving here shouldn't be an issue. That's kind of my point. So my mom told me to always step with me. My mom always said, if you're gonna do something or not, it's like, are you not? I forgot how she worded it, but it's like you're just like either you gotta do it or just being lazy. Like she pretty much said, like ask yourself, are you being lazy? Like straight up, just like not wanting to do something that you could because you're thinking about it and it seems too much, or it's something like that. Something else about laziness and procrastination is that it's like it's something that you don't want to do. It's not really that you're lazy, is that it's something that you don't have the strengths for, you don't have the aptitude for, you don't really like it all like that. So you say, oh, I'm lazy, or I don't want to do this thing, but it's more like it's just not your like in your personality to do it. So then it's more about working around it. Okay, well, what can I do to like make this easier? How can I automate this? How can I, you know what I mean? Oh my God, guys, I cannot stand people these days. Guys, again, that girl we just passed, programmed by Instagram. Because I see this all the time on these like vlogs and stuff. You'll see, guys, it's so, guys, I'm gonna show it one day on my channel. It's so sick to see. These 11-year-old girls, 13-year-old girls, and boys too, but it's easier to see in the females. They straight up are brainwashed by these influencers. You saw how she was walking, holding her phone, talking, how she looked. She's like so emaciated. It's like, dude, like they literally follow these influencers and they like copy how they act and eat and everything they do, and they become so unhealthy and so narcissistic. It's like, I see it all the time. I see it with like so many people. I see it here downtown. I just saw it with her. Like, it's just such a shame. Yeah, DJ Riddle, keep doing that to yourself. I hope you do. I hope you take your steroids too while you do it. Yeah, anyone wants to do it, go ahead. I'm not telling anyone what to do or how to do. I just don't think it's that healthy. Body weights are good, calisthenic stuff that you can naturally do. Farm work, yard work, housework, masonry work. I mean, just like things that your body have natural movements for. Oh, it's because of free. No, again, you can do masonry work and not be a fucking freemason. Like I've done masonry work before, like low level kind of stuff. Like I used to work low level too. Oh, she's guys in Asia. I was helping my one of our family friends who live in Nigeria. Like I'm helping mix cement and like layer it and shit and pass it around and like what. The thing is, that's what they even tell you. They say like when you're in the gym, you want to mimic natural movements. You want to do machines and exercises that like mimic how your body naturally moves. They even tell you to do that. And that's why they tell you that. Like if you're gonna do that, that's why I was lifting since I was 16. I just lived for like well over 10 years. I used to be like really into it, but one day just said it's really not. I like it. And if I started doing things, I would like it. Like if I went with some friends, sure. I do like it. Like I like the feeling. I like the progress things. I think for my long-term health, it's not the being all so muscular and so like looking like what they look like in these like magazines and shit. And that's, to me, it just seems more agenda. Like it's what they want. They want everyone to aspire to be that way. Like all these influencers, like that girl we just saw. Like literally, she literally just reminded me of Instagram so much. Like I could not. Like I literally thought she was like on Instagram on her phone. Like that's all I could think about is Instagram. That's why I stay away from that shit. I just do not like that stuff. Stuff to me is just so toxic. Like I try to use this to promote my music, but like that's it. And it's sad because I know it helped, but I can't bring myself to do it often because I hate the vibes over there. It is easier when you're only following like good people, but. And you can block out everything else. shot. I don't know if I'm talking about the conducting therapy, but you're more strict than nonsense. Always. I see Nathan talking about traffic, so I guess. Anything. Local cantina, they're busy. So I keep forgetting, there's like multiple restaurants here. Like this is you can have your own restaurant here or a store maybe. You don't even probably need a restaurant. But I think it's probably equipped to be like a bar or something. We can lease this place out. Maybe I want to call them and see how much it is. Not that I want to lease it. I'm just curious to know how much it costs to lease a building. Like lease this. That's probably a lot of money per month. But a lot. I can't imagine a place being more expensive besides maybe, I was going to say here on High Street, which this is High Street, it's so short north. But this is like this, I can see it's so expensive. I'm sure it's worth it though. I mean, for your business, I mean, great. There's so many customers. But your food better be good, your service better be good. See, I'm almost, I'd say about maybe half an hour left of the stream. Oh my god. See, I thought it, oh, well, never mind. I thought I had it on live chat this whole time. It's not even I forgot it. It's just like, I swear, because I remember YouTube used to default to that when you're on your phone. It could be me misremembering it, but I swear I used to do that. Like, it would default to that. This traffic, though. It's not so bad. It's really keep moving. Guys, I think I know where we're going. We're going to the Columbus Division of Police. I don't know why I don't do that more often, because it's on the way back. You go down this one street, it kind of turns you there, and you get to the Columbus, you get to Marconi Boulevard. We'll see where they're up here at the police station. Not here. Here's North Market, though. Oh, yeah, I want you to North Market with her son. So I haven't been here in like years. I think I've been here since 2017. I've only been here once, but here I think they got some good stuff to get. They have like, game and stuff, other things. I have to check, but it's more local products you can get instead of going to get like other stuff. They got the sun on top with this like rooster. Ask a police officer if he knows the Third Amendment. I will definitely do that. If I see him, if we buy him. I'm sure they're gonna say no. There's North Market. I'm just gonna take the street, so I know how to get it from there, but the street literally like loops right. It's like a perfect, just brings you there. So I don't want to like ruin that. Sometimes I have to spin this, like tighten it up. police down here. Here's Nationwide though. Nationwide's on the other side. Chase is across the street. Oh, hey, my love, I will. I'm gonna keep going. We got a little bit longer to go. I mean, going to the police station is gonna add more time. But yeah, we are almost kind of at the end. We just gotta leave downtown. I mean, still a ways, but leave downtown and then get like, after leaving downtown, then get to like Thurman area, and then like go down. It's still some time. Why don't I not remember this when I did? It's 8. Well, it's past AEP. AEP's right there. I mean, why don't you just go to AEP? It probably is a nice street. Let's just go this way. I mean, it's all the same way. Yeah, AEP, they did power outages by the numbers. Here's part of the skyline. You can see the banks: Huntington Bank, U.S. Bank. I think that's a little VEC tower, which is by the numbers. If it happens to be 9, then it's. But I swear it is. The VEC tower, which is by the numbers. I have a video on my channel about that. To Jose Cuervo, we go way back. Probably by the numbers. Starts tonight. No, yeah, it starts tonight. They want you to drink tequila to start your night. That's what I want. Again, I'm not saying avoid tequila. Well, for your health, yeah, avoid it. It's not healthy, toxic, but if you're drinking, you're drinking. If you're drinking, I do not mind some tequila. I drink a lot of good shit with that. Even just drinking it straight, I never have a problem with that. I've gotten really, really fucked up on it before, many times. But it's what it's known for. It's what it does to you. Oh, there's police down there by their headquarters. That's what they're up to. Marconi Boulevard. Look at this guy right here. He knows the Third Amendment. He's on his radio though. I'm on my radio. They're obstructing justice. Oh yeah, they pulled this dude over. He's busy. So ask him. Hey, officer. I was wondering.
I was just waving.
Oh, cool. I was wondering. Do you know what the Third Amendment is? The third Amendment of the Constitution.
Right.
Oh yeah. I was wondering what it was.
I'm not going to answer. I'm going to say hi to you. I'm not going to engage in
conversation. Oh, okay.
I appreciate you.
You too.
Okay.
Yeah. Because they don't want to talk about it. They just want to engage me in a conversation. Okay. I was wondering what it was. I guess I was literally wondering what it was. Okay, I guess I know what it is, but he didn't know I know what it is. Guys, again, maybe what Will's doing, guys. Yeah, of course, you're right. Either he doesn't know, or again, what Will's doing. They probably got some nationwide memo. Hey, stop. If he wants to make any amendment, just don't even talk to him. He probably thought it was being all political. How am I political? Politics is bullshit. It's still closed. I mean, it's just a joke. Okay, granted, it is in the evening. I'm sure it could close now, but I think the thing is, there's no closed message on there. Let's just see what the sign says. Yeah, they swore an oath. And they didn't even hold it. The Columbus Vision Police Headquarters is a secure police facility, monitored 24/7. Permission to enter and to remain in headquarters is limited to those who have police business, i.e. filing or picking up reports, meeting with police personnel, or seeking emergency or aid or assistance. The following rules are in place to ensure the safety and security all persons at police headquarters, as they kill their own officers by numbers. In any portion of the headquarters by non-law enforcement. Well, I'm not in there, so no weapons of any kind, either carried, concealed, or openly may be possessed by non-law enforcement officers. No sunglasses or disguises may be worn that hides a person's face. Religious headwear is permitted. Guys, wearing a face diaper is religious headwear. It's a religion. They believe in all this, 201, agenda stuff, this pandemic stuff. A religion, the science religion. I'll trust the science. So that's religious headwear. Guys, honestly, if they told me I ever take off my face diaper, not that I ever wear one, but if they told me, I'd be like, this is my religious headwear. No personal packages, bags, or other items may be left unattended. No member of the public may access any area within headquarters outside of the lobby without being escorted by authorized personnel. Check-in, you have to check in with the information desk. You're going to access subject to being charged with criminal trespassing. Yeah, you pay for this. You pay their salary. You pay for the building. We're supposed to be a community, right? Well, here comes the police. They're probably going to tell me to leave. That's fine. I can ask her if she knows the Third Amendment. So I was just reading your sign. Just giving
you're fine.
Oh, I was wondering, you know the Third Amendment?
What?
The Third Amendment?
Yeah.
Oh, what is it?
You're good.
Well, you have this. You're sworn to protect the oath. Oh, she's getting her food. She. Oh, I see. She's in a rush. And he's wearing a face diaper. Wearing a face diaper. Wow, guys. This is what I pay for my tax. This is like our police force. They rather just eat their toxic ass food. I don't know if they delivered to her some poison in a bag. She'd rather eat her fucking poison. Again, to be fair, again, I know she was avoiding it anyway, but she had her excuses. She was worried about meeting him. She didn't want him to drive off. That was her own thing. I get it. But come on, she was trying to evade the question. Yeah, not surprised at all. I mean, come on. Guys, this is the Columbus Division of Police. They don't, guys, I know I've seen Will ask them from, again, if you're not fake Mike, real news, subscribe to his channel. He does this really well. Ask the cops this. They never give him an answer either. But I've seen them at least say, I don't know, or kind of engage with them. They're here, they're just like, no. And you can see what she just did. She's like, no. She's like, no, I'm not talking about the Constitution. Guys, these people swore, do you not get it? They swore an oath to uphold the Constitution, and they don't even want to talk to you about it. I mean, guys, how pathetic is that? It's so pathetic. What? And then everyone, you go on Twitter, you people congratulate, I'm so happy for the way of the police. I love the Columbus Division of Police. And they just praise them. It's like, guys, sure, they might be, you think, guys, they're nice, but it's not about being just nice and friendly. Anyone can smile at you and be nice and friendly. It doesn't mean shit. You've clearly seen it. They both said hi to me. They both smiled and were positive. They even dismissed me positively. But come on, guys, at the end of the day, you see what they're doing. So yeah, tomorrow we'll go down here. That's where the tree is down there. But I want to start heading home. And again, we just save more content for another day. With the tree, and Nathan, if you happen to miss that stream, we'll just do it again. We'll do it every stream until you see it. Because I want to go there, see it, spend some time there, probably see other things there too. We can cross here. And then, guys, I think enough's been shown. I mean, come on, like the police, they don't want to talk about the Constitution at all. I just asked them, and I even say it. I'm wondering what the Third Amendment is. I want to know what it is. Sure, they know we live in a day and age where I can look it up, but come on, I just want them to know. Just be a soulless dick, but do it with a smile and they won't notice. Exactly. They don't even know it. They don't even know what it is on top of that. But guys, maybe the next experiment is asking what the First Amendment is, what the Second Amendment is, right? Maybe the Second Amendment more so, because that's been more, the mainstream media propaganda with the NRA type of stuff. Sure, they have censorship all the time they talk about now, but I just feel like, I could be wrong, but one of the first two, you know what I mean? So maybe next I'm asking the second one. Because if they can answer the second one, the first one, then we can even confirm more that they don't know the third, which, again, I know that too, but to do it scientifically, to really prove it, we need to ask either the same officers or different ones the first and second a few times, and if they give us the same thing, then you know that, well, it's still inconclusive because, in a sense, because they don't know the third one. I know they don't. I'm just saying, to get to do a really robust experiment is what I'm trying to say. Because at the end of the day, it's just they don't want to talk about it at all, too. It's stupid. Yeah, honey. Yeah, we're going to be doing that. There's more to come. I mean, plenty of police here. There's no short of police officers here. I thought she was going to come out and tell me that I shouldn't be there recording. But it's like, well, first off, I'm not in your place, too. I'm trying to spread your propaganda, everybody. Hey guys, the Columbus Division of Police are joke. Guys, those are the same people who sacrificed Tarika L. Coleman. They murdered people by the numbers. You know, Donna Dalton, murdered her by the numbers. Amber, whatever her last name is, murdered her by the numbers. These are all videos on my channel. That's why I don't doubt that they're doing this. Because, like, again, I don't know these people personally, but again, I don't think that Donna Dalton faked her death and the Amber girl faked her death and they got moved to some island. Maybe some celebrities, sure, but not them. Or underground. I mean, not them. These are just people that a lot of people here knew, because people actually knew who Donna Dalton was, and someone actually came and asked me about it, told me what her real name was, all sorts of things, because I call her Donna G. Castleberry, but her name was Donna Dalton, and of course her name was G. That's how they put it in their ritual, and it's like, because they're saying that she like tried to stab an officer and he shot her. Yeah, because she probably thought he was trying to rape her, and he probably honestly was. And she died by the numbers. That's why I say these people actually kill people by the numbers. They don't fake every little death they do. They do nothing for that. Do they fake some shit? Of course they do. They fake plenty of stuff. People are just so sick. That's why I'm like saying, like, man, these are the same motherfuckers who just put these rituals on constantly. Just saw the Hot Air Balloon Festival was canceled this year because of the pandemic. Even the sheep were dumbfounded. Wow. See, that's when even they're dumbfounded. That's when you know, man. That's when you know. Why don't you know? Oh, but I remember what Will said. Will said that you wanted to engage them on something else first. He said that you want to, like, you know, because he was talking about this like with politicians more so, and like, you know, key people. But the same could be applied to really anyone. You kind of get with them on their level, right? You take a picture with them. You kind of already get them under your spell, if you will. And while you're already conversing with them, then you drop it on them, right? If you just ask them right away. Just think about it. If that first officer, had I had a conversation with them and then asked them, what was he going to say? I don't want to engage in conversation, but you just did. And guys, it's the same thing we used against them, right? It's like pleading the fifth. Guys, you know why they did that? First off, they were pleading the fifth. See, they know the Fifth Amendment. They were pleading the fifth. Or, you know what I mean? They're pleading the fifth, and they know that. See, guys, that's what you just learned. You don't. If that's why we have to reverse it. If a cop comes up to you and asks you some kind of question to interrogate you like that, you plead the fifth and ask for a lawyer. That's what they just taught us. Because you don't have to say shit to the cops, and anything you say will be used against you. They even fucking tell you that shit. So that's why, I mean, think about it. Why would you talk to the cops? They don't want to talk to me. I mean, again, literally, why would I ever talk to the fucking police for any other reason? They don't even want to talk to me. They don't want to talk to me. So why should I talk to them when they ask me to? Fuck that. No. It says, 12 months planned in advance. Yeah. It's just such a joke, man. Of course, in the 47th state, New Mexico. Doing more rituals. Our governor is another fraud. I swear she's some fraud, like either bastardizing, you know, the Pueblos there, or pretend to be one of them. She looks to me like she's pretending, like she got like some little plastic surgery, got tan. It's like, oh, I'm Pueblo. Like, I swear that's what the governor did in New Mexico. And she's not one of those, you know, Gretchen Whitmer, Hochul type of knockoffs. Just like some, oh, you know, we have the female governor with their rituals and their, you know, going all that type of stuff. It's more an emasculation agenda. It's a bunch of bullshit. And God forbid you say anything against her. Oh, you're a bigot. No, it's just another agent. Hey, Jay Pylon. Good seeing you, bro. Nice, man. Hope all's been well with you, man. McDonald's is doing an astrology giveaway Tuesday and Wednesday for McDoubles in honor of Mercury retrograde. Oh my God. That's just so. And guys, think about it. Again, I could be wrong with this, but because people tell you about this, oh, it's Mercury retrograde. People think it's negative, but it's actually this. It's actually positive. You gotta like look at it this way. I mean, you know, it's one of those things where anyone can say anything about anything. I'm not dismissing that whatsoever. Because what's important is this gang uses that knowledge. I'm not here to bash it. I'm just saying. What I'm really trying to say is, isn't Mercury retrograde supposed to have negative connotations generally? Like, oh, is your life out of whack? Is everything stressful? Are you so overwhelmed? Because Mercury was in retrograde. I've heard that so many times. So what are they gonna do? Give you more poisons? And think, guys, think about it. Some dumbass is gonna go and eat that shit, and then feel like crap and be like, oh, Mercury's in retrograde. I feel so bad. No, it's because you ate the McDonald's, man. That's why. It's just another joke. And the trickster god Mercury. Nice, 208. I haven't forgotten, man. I want to send you some samples. I know you want some guitar samples, man. Well, now that you've been on a break from music, I don't feel as bad. Like I've been missing out on the opportunity. You've been working with them, but now that I know you're on this break, I'm gonna get those samples ready. And whenever you're done with your break, man, I know how music can be. Creating anything creative. I mean, there's people who take years off because they just had to. And something I can't foresee myself doing, but I've taken, as long as I've ever taken off without even doing anything musically, I don't even know. I want to say 2 months, but even I think within that 2 months, like I probably opened up, Fruity Loops and made some sound or something. It's just so easy to do that when you're just chilling. I can remember like a couple months off or something. Now if I take a break, it's like I don't know. And I try to even have to do that. But the thing is, because I'm at that part right now. See, I know everyone goes through different phases. Like I'm at the part. I'm not the part where I'm learning with that. But I know how it is when I take a break from that. Yeah, I'll send you some shit, man. I will. I'll do it this week, man. I will. Thanks, love. I'm really happy you think so. Thanks for saying that. Yeah, I'm gonna keep creating. I know, my creation spreads energy. It heals. It does things. So I gotta keep doing it. Plus, I just like doing it. Like it's funny. I don't get writer's block anymore. It's because again, I'm not telling anyone to go out and get a lot of gear and stuff, but because some people can be different. Some people can have so much gear and plugins and shit that they get paralysis analysis, or what it's called, analysis paralysis, and they can't even do anything. But it depends on me. I approach it I just like to sound design and make shit out of that. So with that, I never have a lack of shit to take and make something with. But the thing is, you can do it for free. I mean, you can do it with just other free plugins out there. You can do that for completely free. There's enough free plugins out there that you can just use those and make anything, all sorts of things that you can come up with. And just get a mic. And the thing is, you can get a cheap because microphones. Yeah, sure, you can get some high-end, expensive ones that sound good, but generally it's about the source and how the mic works. It's a microphone's what's it called? A palette of paints. So it's not bad or good. It's just how it sounds with the source. It's there's some $30 mics that sound good. I have some $15 mics. That's some $15 Shure SM57s that are really cheap. They're called the brand is Pile. I call them pile of shit mics because you would think that, but I think they sound pretty good. I mic'd my drum kit with them. It sounded really good. And you might have to do some post-processing, but okay. I mean, who doesn't do that these days anyway? If you mic, I mic'd it correctly, it sounded good. I had everything in the right phase, all the mics. I mic'd the bottom and top of my snare, angled it right. And even for the bottom snare mic, I have this like 50s or 60s answering machine mic. Really, but I use it for the bottom snare, and it had this really like crispy snap sound on like the snares. So it really uses anything. The FL Studio. I use FL Studio, then I use like the MPC, like the MPC Live 2. Those are the main things I use to like sequence on my music. And, you know, like other group buses and stuff too, and samplers, but like at the end of the day, I sequence it all. Like I record it on the FL Studio. Even like my MPC beats, I'll like make the stems or make the 2-track in there and master in FL. You can master in MPC too. I just like to use like Ozone and Isotope Ozone and like other. I have a lot of like lo-fi plugins, like tape emulators. So you know you don't have those in the MPC. They have a lo-fi thing, but I already use that. I use both. The instrument is you in the first place. Yeah, it's very fun. Exactly, it's very fun to think about. Yes, it's super fun to think about. I'm so glad you said that, man. Like you're the instrument. It's about what you do with the tools. And the thing is to have a limited amount of tools or just use. I mean, that's like how black metal even came to be. Black metal is just people who didn't even care about the quality of the shit like that. They just wanted to make music. And sure, I know a lot of that stuff is like literally a lot of it is satanic. Again, I don't like to look at music like that, but like straight up, like a lot of black metal, not all, but a lot of them are like Satanists who want to make music. And they just use what they had, but it sounds good. I mean, I like black metal. I like old black metal, like just like the lo-fi sounding shit. Sure, you can think it's Satan programming or whatever. No, I mean, again, I think it's all frequencies, but I mean, are you gonna take what the religious? It's all religious shit at the end of the day if you're going that route. So it can be all religious. To me, it's all from the creator. You know, I don't look at what the creator thinks is like. You know, sure, it could be harmful and you can eat a poison berry and die. I know that, but you know what I mean? Just because some religious person said so doesn't mean it's the truth. So I want to start making black metal too. Like, I've been kind of practicing getting in it because one thing I like about it is like I like making lo-fi. So it's like making lo-fi metal. If you try to do tried and true, like you don't even care, because you can make more modern black metal that actually sounds crisp. But I'm trying to record some of that shit with tape. You know, the vocals are gonna be the hardest to do because I've never even tried, because it's not easy. Like vocals are not easy to do at all. You actually have to practice, like take lessons. If you can't figure it out on your own, and even if you could, lessons is always help. And I'm not that serious with it. But if I'm gonna make rock music, I don't want to just make a bunch of instrumentals. Like I actually want to have lyrics on them. Jay Dilla type beeps, yeah, I love. Boom Bap and Jay Dilla, yeah, which is, you know, it's kind of, I don't know, he didn't just do that, but I know what you mean. The Jay Dilla stuff, Boom Bap stuff, I love all that. Yeah, and I'm really gonna, I've even shifted my focus more to like moving more Boom Bap. It's funny too because like, I love Boom Bap and I love like bass music, kind of more like the dubstep stuff, because like the rhythms. I know a lot of people don't like that stuff, but me, I love the sound design, the rhythms, the patterns, the call and response they do, and like, just the nodding, you're banging your head. That's like when music flows like a one, like a kind of a 1-2, you know, a 2-4 type of rhythm, like a 2-4 time signature type of thing. That's what I like. Yeah, the Ebo, man. Oh, nice. Yeah, man. I'm sitting in my studio safe, and I'm gonna definitely be making more music with that. It'll be even better now, man, because I'm just like way better at guitar now than I even was then. So I appreciate you, man. Yeah, Ebo will be there for so many genres. Yes, 3/4, man. I love 3/4 time a lot. 3/4 and 6/8, which can sound different. I know they're really similar, but like this is how you count them. But I love those too. Like when I kind of strum around my guitar, kind of natural. I mean, it's kind of like I kind of natural going like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6/8 thing, but then, you know, 1 and 2 and 3, like a waltz type of 3/8 or 3/4. I like those too, man, a lot. You kind of come up with those triplet vibes in there, and it just flows its own way. Exactly. Yeah. The thing is, that's what they want. They want everyone to focus on the one type of music, like not experience other things. You know, if you're just listening to, you know, the house music, and I like house music. I love house music, but if it's all you listen to, you listen to just like 4 on the floor, you know, kind of minimal stuff. That's all. It's like, I think that's when it becomes even more programming in that sense. I mean, if you're just always kind of tramp, boom, boom, but it's all you're just, it might do something to you. I mean, it might be good to like listen to other things for that reason too. Of course, it makes you a better musician, but like, I think just like finding, because it's about finding the good in things. Like, because again, I don't like country like that, but I mean, there's some country songs I listen to. I like the melody here, you know. I like the instrumentation. I like how it's mixed. That's usually the thing. If I don't like it, I always listen to the mix first. So I'm like, at least I can like appreciate the mix. So that's country's the best example. Country is the mix. I listen to first, and then like the counterpoint they do, the harmonies. Not really the lyrics. I mean, the lyrics. I focus more on lyrics with like rap. To be honest, literally anything else. Even R&B. I like R&B, but I don't really listen to lyrics in that. I think that's just me. It's just my personal musical taste. And then talking about music, so nothing is right or wrong. I'm saying it's just all subjective. Like I said, like my last stream, I just like all like the love music. I got tired of that at a young age. Like, I was like, man, every song is about like love and how someone loves this person, which again is good. It's spreading love. I get it. Love is a powerful emotion. You want to spread love, not fear. Like I get all that, so I understand. But then when it's like every music, like, and all the music, I'm like, you know, I just want something different. So I do like metal because they, you know, they're talking about other shit. I can't even understand. Like I can't understand a single black metal like song. But I say I don't listen to black metal for the lyrics. I listen to it for like just the vibe. It's just like dirty. I don't know how to explain it. It's very like, it's like, you know, man, they do this like the kind of tremolo, the trilling, like the up and down picking and all that type of stuff, and like it's its own way. And I just love how like crumbled it sounds. Just like they don't give a fuck. Because they literally didn't. They weren't like, because again, thinking like in the early '90s, late '80s and stuff, no one's trying to make music and put it up on Spotify and shit. I mean, they're just trying to make music because they wanted to, and they don't care who listened to it. They just made it for like themselves. Which I think it should still be, but you know, now especially trying to like make some income off of it, you kind of gotta like a happy medium. Dimebag Darrell was such a good guitarist who doesn't get mentioned enough. Yeah, and instead they sacrificed him by the numbers. Wait, was it here in Columbus, Ohio too? They killed him by the numbers in Columbus, Ohio, by the numbers. I keep saying by numbers because it was a sacrificial ritual. I have a video on this channel about it. Pantera guitarist Dimebag Darrell. It was synced up with the other Pantera member who was sacrificed. You chopped. Oh, you chop up samples and stuff? You talk about sampling, Rick James? Or you mean DJing? Or maybe give me a guitar technique. You coded it once? Yeah, man. That shit is so cold, man. It's just so sad. Yep. Yeah, Randy Rhoads, exactly. He was the one that was synced up with. Yeah, Randy Rhoads. I think I talk about him in that decode. Yeah, I'm sure I did. I'm like 100% sure I did. Yeah. Yeah, I want to see your decode on Randy Rhoads, man. I want to see that for sure. Is it on Free to Find Truth or on your channel or something? Hey, what's good, Neo Hacker? Yeah, man, I'm so glad you're here to say this. Hip hop took a starlight downfall once the internet became mainstream around 2005. Yes, exactly, man. It did. It did. Like, man, I do not like this modern hip hop either. Like some of like the mid 2000s. But you're right, man. Because I remember, man. Like it was because I was like in the 7th grade or something. It was around like 7th, 8th grade. It just started to trickle, and I was like, okay, this stuff is getting more like, you know, Shake That Laffy Taffy and all that type of stuff. Like, it started becoming even more like that. Which again, you can argue, well, yeah, it used to be the hip to the hop to the hippie. One that wasn't talking about some girl shaking her ass, or maybe Laffy Taffy's her vagina. I don't know, but you know, like it was around then. I feel like 'cause that's around the 2005 era. It just like really started to become more like that. You know, again, it's okay to have a few artistic, creative expressions like that, but you see how it become oversaturated with that. And now it's all about how many drugs you can do, how fucked up you can get. You know, while, you know, fucking up niggas, which those guys didn't even do, because we're seeing, if you just join, we're watching these like 16-year-olds, maybe some 18-year-olds fighting in the middle of OSUs, kind of like on the streets, at least of the campus, yelling obscenities, sitting there and get their gang and shit. But they didn't do anything. They just talked a bunch of shit and ran off. Like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, fuck that song, exactly. That's kind of stuck in my head. You know, the beat's good, it's catchy, right? It's again, it's as a song, there's a reason why it works. There's a reason why people sing it. It's catchy. Like, as a song, okay, it's good. I'll call that good songwriting. You know, because no one else, people weren't really talking about Laffy Taffy, and of course it was Laffy Taffy advertisement. I'm sure Laffy Taffy made that. So guys, again, the gang owns Laffy Taffy. Whoever company makes Laffy Taffy, the Jesuits run. I'm sure that they were trying to up sales of Laffy Taffy at the same time. That wasn't the only reason, right? Money's not their motivator, but you know that made Laffy Taffy sell more units, 100%. And like, Denise, the first rap song she ever heard was around 7th grade. Rapper's Delight, Sugar Hill Gang. Yep, exactly. That was some good music. That's kind of what I was talking about. The Sugar Hill Gang with their hip hop. It was that same type of fun, dance around stuff, but it wasn't all sexual. I mean, look what we have now. We have Cardi B, Cardi Bloke, and the other motherfucker, Meg the Stallion, who literally has transgender flags in her fucking video. That's what they have the color scheme. Meg the Stallion stands in the house. Two fucking inverts singing about their wet ass pussy. I mean, this is what is that shit? Hey guys, again, what's always the common denominator? This is what's so bad about it. The common denominator of all this shit, besides the lyrics, is the beat. People literally like the beat, and that's see, the gang knows that. Because again, I mean, I like the beats. I like the song. I like the beats. I like most of the songs. Fucking Migos are fucking trash. Migos are bullshit, Freemason, Jesuit pawns, but their beats are good. They don't make them, and maybe not every last one of the beats are good, but in my opinion, I like their beats. They're catchy. They bounce. I like the bounce to them. But that's how they get you. And then when you listen to blah blah blah, all the Nina, all this shit they fucking say, that doesn't even make any sense. Pussy dripping like water. Skeet. I mean, like, that's all they fucking, like, what? Like, how do you listen to that now and say, oh, rap is good? A bunch of fucking Freemason agents, salesmen. That's what I've always called them. These are salesmen for the Jesuits. They sell you Gucci. You'll go my Gucci belly of Gucci Mane. You'll get Gucci 43, born the 43rd day of the year. Gucci Mane's another agent for the Jesuits. And even Gucci Mane's music was way better than Migos and all this bullshit now. But again, Gucci barely, he doesn't put stuff out like that anymore. And even what happens, what they do, these rappers, they join the trend. If you listen to Gucci's more recent shit, it's more in line with the garbage we have now. Not that his stuff was ever really any of that good, but his initial stuff, I mean, compared to now, was way better. Migos are future acapella. Your ears would bleed. It's just a bunch of mumble. Because again, it's to dumb down the masses. These people, and these are not independent artists who like are being creative. Because guys, again, I've done, again, not to sound like a hipster, but I was literally doing mumble rap before they became hot. Not because I thought it was cool, but literally that's how I rap. Like, I just didn't care. I was always really stoned. I just didn't give a fuck. And I was just mumbling. Kind of, because I didn't care, like, not that I didn't care about the music, because again, I'm more of a producer. So, because when my roommate was a rapper, right? He was a rapper, and he wanted to hear me rap. I think he had me try to rap on his tracks, something like that. But he was, because he remember he was teaching me, he was like, man, you gotta like open your mouth more and kind of like, not enunciate, because you don't want to over enunciate your words. Things with like rapping especially, there's like a musical thing about not like enunciating every last syllable. Because even like the old rappers weren't like doing that. They were kind of having like a twang to it in a way. But I don't mean that. He just wanted me to kind of be more into it. I see what he means now, because again, if you're trying to sell music to promote taking drugs, that's what you do, right? If you're always on the lean, always sipping lean, just extremely faded, super drunk, you pop a bunch of Xannies, welcome to the Xanny family. It's get really good. I love the beat for the Xanny family, but what's the song about? Just taking a bunch of Xanax, literally a bunch of, again, I know some people, I have friends, they like taking Xanax. Yeah, if that's your choice, take it once in a while. You're responsible. Do what you want. Although it's poison, but still, you know what I mean. Like, again, you're responsible. What do you think they're really trying to push that to? All the young ones, trying to get, their grandma's Xanax and shit. And even the people who think they need it, quote unquote, but they're under all this mind control. He's literally a walking billboard for Xanax. Welcome to the Xanny family. No. There's the beats, singing in the background. He's just saying, welcome to the Xanny family. Talking about all the women he's with. While he's on these Xanax, mumbling all that shit. Mumbling. That's why they call him like a pioneer. No, it's because the guy was a Jesuit agent, a salesman, and he probably was always fucked up, mumbling his words. I mean, it's a mockery to rap. Rap's all about delivering your lyrics. It really has all been about lyricism. Yeah, the beats were always good because even back then, beats were super good. I love boom bap, old school beats. Of course, the beats got to be good, but a good artist can take a simple beat or even a beat that's like not that good and really throw some words down on it. And with the producer especially, they can make them kind of mesh together. Drop things out at a certain time, chop things up, take out the beat entirely at the right parts. Like, here's a couple bars. Right, man? Yeah, he's still here. Yeah, right, man. He's still here. Almost 3 hours later, man. Yeah, this guy, man, fuck you, DJ. I mean, it's like they're just talking shit to people. I mean, because if you watch the Right stream, you know very well he is not stuck in the Matrix. He's trying to wake your ass up from the Matrix. We've all been here chilling, vibing as a community, and DJ's here trolling again. It's like, again, it's a mental illness. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, this Lil Xan. I mean, come on, this little. Yeah, I call those fuckboy rappers. There's some other. There's an actual term for them. 6ix9ine. Was 6ix9ine? The Puerto Rican little guy or Mexican, whatever he is. What's the fuck? Gabby or something? Oh my god, I don't remember. But his name is so silly. Gazzy Garcia. GG7 Gazzy Garcia. What a fucking agent. But that might be Lil Pump. So Lil Pump and 6ix9ine, what his name is, I get them mixed up. But it's one of the two. But those are the guys with the neck tattoos, the face tattoos, the messed up teeth. They all talk about how much drugs they do. That's literally it. They talk about drugs and women. It's literally it. I'm like, there's nothing else to talk about. And how much money they have, their material possessions. Like, how do you listen to this all the time? It's just, I don't get it. Oh, of course you're saying stuff like that. I wouldn't be surprised if you're Conscious X. I will not be surprised. It was good, Carlos. G is the 33rd letter in the alphabet. Yep. I know what you mean. In that cipher. G. Yeah, 33. Come on, gas. You guys, I swear, gas. I think French for gas is gas. They synced up, I swear. I gotta check my channel because I had a video on it. They synced up like was it the futures market or something? Some gas riddle with him. Like, he was in the same news the same day. It's like some gas thing happening. I gotta look this back up. I'm like, oh. Transgender 53, Heat equals 16. They wear those color uniforms. Credit 208. Oh, nice. Wow. So that's what Heat's doing that. Yeah, Carlos, glad you could join, man. The stream's literally pretty much down like a few minutes. But we're going to be doing this again tomorrow, most likely. It's not really a guarantee because anything can kind of happen. Like bike can just break tomorrow for some reason or something. But I mean, we got to probably do something else. But I'm trying to do this today, Tuesday, and Wednesday. This is supposed to be nice both those days, too. Because I had this bar about mumble rappers. We can't even pronunciate. We eat in foods you can't even pronounce. You ate. Wow. Just telling you. And that's exactly, he's literally laying out where we're at right now. I mean, think about it. It's even more than ever. They have all these more processed BS foods on the market, and then no one can pronounce any words to the point where it's mumbling. Because again, there's a difference between just like not enunciating just for artistic purposes and then just mumbling. I mean, And again, if you wanna mumble and actually mumble some decent stuff with a deep beat, and people always understand you, again, from an artistic standpoint, because again, you could try to, again, there's a reason people like Future. Sure, it's the programming, it's the beats, but I mean, there's an artistic way you can kind of do anything. I mean, just from a pure artistic standpoint, because you can't understand, they use art to control. Like that's why I see both sides. But again, with Future, he has no past. Future's not an independent artist. He's not an artist who's not connected. So he's not doing it for an artistic purpose. He's doing it because he's supposed to, because he's a control tool for the cabal. That's the difference. And sorry, if you're on SoundCloud doing it, you're just controlled. You're falling for the trap. You're doing it because you think Future's doing it, and you want to do it. And you know, maybe I can find one mumble rapper out there that's good. He talks about real stuff, but I don't know, because everyone who talks about real shit doesn't mumble, because they're like, "This is, I want to get this out. I want everyone to hear every last word." So they don't do it. I mean, it's because they respect their lyrics. I think that's what it is. Like, they respect their lyrics and their delivery and their audience enough to not mumble their message. That's why we don't have any of these people mumble who actually are legit. It makes perfect sense to me. It's funny enough, if I started rapping again now, I would not mumble like I used to. Again, I didn't do it the way Future did it. It was just like more of a natural way, not like like Future's his own ways. Again, if you want to call it artistic, you're technically right, but again, the guy's an agent. You have to understand, he gets a paid agent. His name was Future. Guys, I think I taught you posted this on Twitter. Remember Mask Off? Mask Off. So Mask Off came out April 18th, and that was the day that the mask regulations were removed federally. Come on, think about it. Mask Off comes out April 18th, and then you see what I'm saying? That's when the federal government rules and regulations. The same day, the anniversary of that. Yeah, reaching. So yeah, Mask Off. Yeah, to a retard doesn't prove anything. But again, Mask Off came out April 18th, and then for some, I think it came out 2016. So I say what, 6 years later, they tell you for real. It's just so sick. Yeah, it's undeniable, man. I mean, come on, it's so undeniable, man. And it's sad because you know what's really messed up, Itachi? And you know this. We all got the connection because people have been bringing up that song this whole time since 2020. Right? People have been bringing up Mask Off, how it predicted all this. People have been saying that. So for us to already clue into that and then they do it then, I mean, come on, man. It's so undeniable. I don't think he knows how to read, Carlos. Battery's about to die. Well, not, that's a 15%. So yeah. Maybe instead I might just call this, because I don't even feel like doing anything else. I might just call that place I'll try to go to, see if they'll be open tomorrow actually, and go tomorrow. Because it's not as daytimey that I thought it would. But that's completely fine. But guys, I'm gonna close the stream. Yeah, Carlos, man, I'm telling you, again, guys, y'all were here having fun. He thinks that he's wasting your time. Again, with or without him, you still be here. That's what he doesn't understand. If he wasn't here, y'all still be here enjoying yourself. So if he thinks he's, doing something, he's not. That's what these trolls don't get. Like it doesn't matter what we're doing. He's wasting his own time because he does not have to be here at all. That's what's just so sad. And of course, y'all, someone's leave and come back. Y'all have the freedom to leave. Right? Y'all can do things. Y'all can watch this later. He can't leave. Either he's paid, he has to be here, or he's so mentally ill, he has to be here. So he can't even leave when he wants to. I mean, it's just so pathetic. They're the true losers. Y'all can leave and come when you want. He can't. But again, that's why I agree with Itachi. Someone like DJ, whatever his name was, Riddle, and needs a bullet to the brain. I'll talk to you soon, my love. I love you so much, Divine. Thanks for being here the whole stream, too. Always nice seeing you here. I love your support. Appreciate you so much. And I cannot wait to see you again. Yeah, I'm going to close it off here before DJ, what's this, his bitch ass? DJ Knob Breath, like Matrix Decoded said, Audio Oracle. Yeah, he literally needs to be thrown in a wood chipper. As a whole, I'll close with this. DJ Riddle, you need to be thrown in a wood chipper. I have no problem tossing you in. Literally, if I would literally toss you in one and laugh. And look, Mother of Miracle Maker's here. I mean, two mentally ill midgets, not height-wise, mental midgets, here. Just again, that's what we were documenting. We're documenting two losers who stayed here for 3 hours almost, wasting their time. So yeah, I'm scared. No, I'm not scared, man. Trust me. I will throw you in the wood chipper where you believe. Yeah, right. Scared of what? Scared of what? Them? No. Only reason I wouldn't shoot you is I want to put you in the wood chipper alive. All right, peace out.